Hello and welcome to the Saturday edition of the Stretch Run Show. I'm Chris Walsh. I'm joined by my fine EquinEdge handicappers, Justin Sampson and Michael Oldham. We will be going over races today from Aqueduct, Gulfstream, Churchill with their claiming crown races, Laurel Park, some Woodbine, and we'll mix in some Del Mar later. Gentlemen, how are you doing today? Justin, how's it going?
It's good, man. It's early Saturday West Coast time. It's still morning. It's 11 a.m. But I'm good. It's the fall though, man. It's cold. It's wet here in Seattle, but it's good. Great racing today. There's some big fields in these races. Very competitive. Everybody in the chat. Patches is racing, right, Oldy? And for some reason, Chris, Oldy think Patches is going to lose. I'm not sure where he's coming up with this, but Patches never going to – Oldy, you're disowning Patches.
I'm going for no balls today. Better price, at least on the morning line.
But that – I don't know. If Patches
I know
really
there's
to,
GSR drop, but, look at there are back races from no balls on synthetic that are very good at that distance. He's 2 of 3 at the distance too.
Are you worried that there's something wrong? Like that, to be honest, that's a really weak race. And I probably won't be on when that goes off. I might jump back. Actually, I may have to. Chris, what time does that race go?
We will not be on when that race goes.
Will that be in between we have Lone Star tonight for everybody.
Yes, I'm just going to mention.
If you haven't heard that, but hold on before we go to Lone Star, because I will let you talk about that. What time is that race in between the Lone Star races and when we end the stretch run?
That race goes off at 6:20 p.m.
All right, so Oldy, somehow we're gonna have that's right before a little bit before, but Oldy, I don't know. Somehow we're gonna have to watch this race, and if Patches loses, I don't know. It will blow my mind because that's a really weak field, in my opinion, and with Nobles there's something wrong with that horse after winning the Breeders' Cup.
Well, what I'll say about no balls is no balls wins when you least expect it. Like when he won the Breeders' Cup, he was 12-1. When he won at Churchill, he was 38-1.
Yeah.
That he's getting, and Corrales didn't come in. They brought E.T. Baird in, who was his regular rider previously.
E.T. Baird, is E.T. Baird the guy who is like 55, 60, been riding a long time?
Yeah, he's actually he's actually a friend of Dave from Racing Downwind as well.
I didn't know that. Huh. Yeah. That's cool. But that is the E.T. been riding a long time, right?
Riding a long time. Yeah. He's Wesley Ward's former roommate too.
Learn something new every day, Chris.
Yep, absolutely.
I know way too much about Illinois-based rider E.T. Baird.
All right, we're going to get out to Aqueduct here. They're going to go up in 2 minutes, race 6. So, Oldy, flip over there. In the meantime, folks, today is a daily double. We're doing the stretch run today. We're going to wrap up right around 5:30 p.m. Eastern time. Then we will be back at 9:15 Eastern for Lone Star Park's closing day. They've got 5 really good stakes on Texas Championship Day. We will have track announcer Jim Byers on right after race 6, shortly after we hop on the air, and he's going to go over those races with us. Scotty will be on the program as well, and should be a good time. We haven't done a quarter horse only sort of show before, so that will be tonight at 9:15 p.m. Eastern. All right, Oldy, I'm going to get you up on the screen here.
I'm just going to start this off with, I hate the favorite in this, the morning line favorite, the 3 in this race.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you, Oldy. Keep going because we got about a minute or 2 to post.
Yeah. I mean, been at this level for a while, burnt a ton of money. loves to finish second. And I just think that there's some better options here. I like the 11 as a deep long shot on the lead for Linda Dixon. Is it Linda? Yes, Linda Dixon. I like the brown horse, the 7. I think that's a legit favorite. But I think the 2 Fake Celebrity, the other brown here with Dylan Davis aboard, has a big look here. Second off the layoff.
This is a tough race, Oldy. I mean, I don't disagree with anything you're saying. I see they're going over the turf course. I'm in a different house today, so I'm like much different setup. But I thought that the live long shot too could be Royal Brown, the 12. You're getting 15-1. It's Dutch Row. Gomez rides. He had a great apprentice year.
Yeah.
Still gets great mounts. Like, this is a wide open race if you're playing it. I also think Frankie on the 4, who's taking money, is legit there. I know that horse's GSR is a little bit low, but I'd get around it. Frankie broke the maiden with the 4 horse. So, the 4 is 100% in play here. So this is wide open. It's a tough race. I put 12-4 as for my top 2 picks to win the race. So, I like the price on the 12. The price on the 4 is fine at 7-2 with Frankie. But I think to your point, Oldy, 7 is legit. Find your long shot. I do agree with you, Dylan Davis on the 2 with Chad Brown. I think the other Chad there for sure has a spot. But I'm just going to play Chris a little win place on the 12 and see just a couple bucks, but it's a good race, Oldy, for sure.
Yeah, and I think, the 11 might be your classic blow up the
on the lead. Yeah,
of course.
I could, I mean, it 53-1 currently. I mean, it's not a bad. I mean, if you just want to watch the race and throw a couple of bucks, it's it's an angle. I like the 12 angle. GSR increases and it's Dutch row. So I mean, if I remember correctly, I think getting maybe back to looking at my notes here, and I do agree with you on the 11 you talked about, but. Yeah, the 12-1-2 back. Yeah, it's getting back to 8.5. So I know they're about to go. So
rail out at 18 feet here. Can you hear the audio?
Cannot.
No.
All right. Justin, can you do audio?
Yeah, hold on. I have AirPods in, so I got to take them out. Just give me a sec. All right.
Brown, Rohan. To the outside.
Can you hear?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Hey, Mike, Bluegrass, Gary, Anthony's on patches with us, Oldy.
Rohan goes in.
Yeah. Anthony is a wise one. Hello, Mike. How you doing? Good to see you all. Thanks for joining today.
$13 not wanting to load, but it's the last day of turf out in New York. That's a disappointing day if you're a New York player.
I think tomorrow's the last day.
Oh, yeah. This weekend, right? Yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah.
You're right.
Now in. All set.
Couple years, it'll all be synthetic.
And they're off.
Oh, bunch of it.
Well, the 11's not going to get the lead. The 12 just slammed the 11.
My 12 horse kind of destroyed some horses. I hope we don't get taken down, but we'll see what finds out.
Especially if the 12 wins this race on the lead.
No, that's about what's going to happen, Oldy.
I mean, I will describe what he did to the 11 and the 10 there as a disqualified ball.
Yeah, well,
but so here's
somebody else to say.
Here's the thing, though. The 12 isn't actually the horse that broke in. So oh my gosh, this race is going to be crazy. But
it's already looking like a turfway race.
Yeah. Well, there was some controversy this week on a non-takedown at Aqueduct. So Mike Rapoli was commenting on this on his alternate account.
Wanting to go throughout, we'll take him into the far turn. Is a nose in front of Royal Brown, who sticks in there, is right there at the rail, will not lose that position. These two head and head into the far turn together.
Frankie got dream trip on the 4, man.
All in towards the inside. That's
Come on, 12.
Fake celebrity.
Come on, kick free.
2 and now sprint for home.
Kick free.
Royal Brown. Miracle Mike is trying to challenge, but Royal Brown's got more.
Come on, baby.
Slap in the face, who's now in the clear. Easy roll from far out of it. Blue cap is
no.
Still 3 across the course.
Get up.
The horse that I said I hate. Or is that the 2? No, it's the 3.
Get up for second. Get up for second.
Of course, I
No.
hate the horse, so the horse
Get up.
loses. Or
Yeah,
wins,
you
I
got
mean.
Host of pursuers in behind a photo there with easy roll in between.
Well, that was a great ride. The 5 really kind of jacked the 12 up. 3 sat the trip. Oh, it was a good night. That was a good run, though. You take a win place at 15-1.
Sure.
Sure.
We just have to not get taken down. I think what happened there, Oldy, too, and I'm gonna put my AirPods back in a second, but the all those horses broke in, I felt like at the start, even the 12. So that's why the 12 came in. So
I thought the 12 broke.
Gray Horse took the worst of it for sure.
All right, where to? Are we going to Gulfstream next? Woodbine.
Gulfstream. Great spot.
All right, race 5. Your favorite is a Marat horse.
I think that horse got a shot. I know we don't have a lot of time. I'm on the 11 with Jaramillo. I'm taking back-to-back long shots this morning. I do think Amicio will find a trip here, Oldie. But I do think the 4 is legit here, right? Speed gonna run well at 5.5 on the Tapita, but Lucas Prince here. I mean, 1, as you can see, 2 there, and I think is for sure a player. 11 for exacta, maybe. I mean, what are we? Yeah, 7-1 on the 11 too. So I like that price as well.
Well, the race sim likes the 3 almost as much as the 4 here. You're getting 6-1 on the 3 here.
Yep. Yeah. 11-4-3-6 is how I saw it. 6 underneath. That may be a price. But I do like to try to beat the 4 maybe with the 11. In the case of what you're talking about, maybe the 3. But
I'm thinking that just in general, the Marats don't win very often, and that you got a 5% jockey aboard in Gill.
All right.
That's a chance worth taking. Your
to try to
Jersey
beat,
Joe,
you mean?
Yeah, Jersey Joe is 39% with D'Angelo.
Yes,
Yeah.
with the 3. You're talking about the 3. Yeah.
As you both know, we're always up against it with Woodbine and either Laurel or Gulfstream. So that is the case here. Woodbine is also 2 minutes out. Gulfstream's at 0 minutes. Who will go off first? That's the game we like to play every week.
I'm going to go. Who do I want to go here? I'm going to go Woodbine.
Okay.
I like the 5 there, 20-1. Another long shot. We're doing 3 in a row. So we're going to take the 11 at Gulfstream. Oldy, I'm on the 5. Black Tekka. This is a tough 5.5. 7-5 claimer. The 5 needs the lead, in my opinion. But the thing is, Oldie, I think the 2 might break slow. If that happens, 5 going to win the race and blow up the board.
Yeah. 2's really a slow breaker. You're absolutely right.
Yes. Yep. I think the 5 could break and Black Tekka could be gone here. I love the price, 20-1.
So I don't think it's good enough to win, but the 4, the 4 is not a great breaker either, but has speed. So that's the other horse I would look out for on the lead. But I don't think that horse can win.
I was 5'9", 8, 10. When I looked at this earlier, I did like the 5. I think if the 2 breaks slow, the 5 could get loose and be, speed can be dangerous on a synthetic track.
All right, we're loading at Woodbine, so Oldy wins.
I'm going to go with the 1 Tricky Magician here in the upset.
Okay.
With Zenteno, who
Followed along by
sounds like the Bizarro
first
version of
George
the
Newland
Zenteno
runners
family
to go in, and Kirk Johnson
aboard.
has the ride here with
Working on the bluegrass stand, it's a struggle.
Bray has moved up.
LBs is no fun.
The first of the Bruno Sugardan's pair is
That's
into
help.
the line, and that's Black Tecker. Sean Gaskin, True Believe, move up.
Bluegrass stand, how you
Bino
feeling?
on Exceed with the white cap. Where is Essa in the barn here of Julie Mathis? They're almost ready. There are 3 to come. Where is Essa?
27-1 on our
Race
5.
favorite Exchange Day, dipping into 5-2.
Good luck, everybody.
And the last is Legal Attack.
I feel like I should have put in a
gate.
5-1 exacta here.
Start coming up.
I think the 9 is legit here.
Off
You
the
know,
race,
this
a
is
great
legit
start.
favorite.
Away very well out wide was Exchange Day, grabbing the early lead. Where is Essa with on the inside?
Oh,
Black
there goes your
Tecker, who
5.
zips to the front, and True Belief
Yeah,
to second.
2 always
Where is
breaks
Essa
slow,
third
man.
and moving up on the inside, putting
6
on the
showed
ritz
speed,
and
but
making some
38
ground
to
through
1,
the pack
Justin.
is both Big
Yeah,
Time
I know.
Louie, name of the game, and a
Insane.
little bit wider. Ahead of them, Exchange Day, trying to keep up is Tricky Magician on the inside, looking for room, and on the outside, going forward, Legal Attack. At the back, 3 away is
Feels like they're
Exceed.
going
Racing to the
faster.
3/8, and on the inside, Black Tecker by a length.
Right.
Around the field goes Exchange Day. Where
It's
is S's in the
5.5.
center?
That's not that
On
bad.
the inside, putting on the Ritz, had a nice run so far with True Believe, and coming home well is on the outside as they corner Legal Attack. A
See if my
3-way
1
battle
can
as they
find some
turn on the
space here.
inside. Black
And get
Tecker
through.
deep on the track, coming for the lead. Exchange Day in the center. Where is Essa? And out
No.
wider, Legal Attack. Nowhere
That's
to go. Putting
terrible.
on the Ritz. True Believe is there, and Exceed is running on. Out in front by a length and a half. Exchange
Yeah,
Day burst
9 too
away
good.
and giving chases. Legal Attack down inside
Where's
the
the 10?
16th, and the winner here, Exchange Day, spearing to
Should've-
the wire.
There it is.
Wins
Look
by
at
almost
9,
3
10,
lengths.
8.
Second
So
home is Legal Attack.
Inside third is Hayboot is fourth. 3 wide, 40 Flash moves up at the 5th spot right now. 3 lengths off the lead. His Ford Attitude continues 6th. Dr. Perry.
Come on, Misil.
Don't answer. Got at the inside.
That's
of
a-
Warlord Cruising is 3 lengths further back to Haberdashery as
That's
we around the
pace.
far turn. The opening quarter was 22-4. Super Sunshine under steady pressure from Lucas Prince. Midnight Chaos starts to throttle up 3 wide. Hey Moon is 4 wide off the turn as they hit the top of the stretch and turn for home. Super Sunshine has
happened?
been there
Oh.
every step. Midnight Chaos starts to surge late
Two's
down the
gonna win the
center. Here's
race,
Midnight
unless the 3
Chaos who
gets
bursts
out.
the seed, but it's Super Sunshine still
9 gonna come up,
Midnight
but
Chaos.
not
Dr.
gonna
Perry's
get
in
there.
between.
4 gonna
Super
hold on.
Sunshine, Dr. Perry, or
Oh.
Midnight Chaos.
Well, I don't know.
Close finish, a 3-way
Yeah,
thriller.
it definitely
Super
came
Sunshine,
either
Dr.
3-4
Perry
or
right there
4-3.
together.
That was
Midnight
very close,
Chaos into
Oldy.
the third.
Either way,
Bruno,
the
4-1.
picks had that.
Yeah, 3-4. It was just like the race sim. The 4 was ahead, but the 3 might have got a good bob.
Let's take a quick look at the replay here before we get out to Laurel Park. I don't know if you guys saw that Maryland cutting race dates next year.
Yes, they're finally cutting some of those summer dates.
Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense.
I think the 4
I
got it.
think the 4 had it.
Yeah.
It was very close. The 3 did get a pretty good bob. Was coming.
So that's my pick 5 at Laurel. Nothing huge.
Oh, man. Yeah, it looked like 4. 4, Oldie. No good.
Got a question here, guys, from Harold. The horse images in Race Simulator not showing on my screen like yours. Suggestion.
I would,
go your cash.
Clear the cache.
And also, Harold, what browser are you using?
Yes. Hey, Matt, I think you got the 4. I don't think there's much to worry about there.
And, after this, I have a double that I think Matt will like if he's not already on it.
The 4 they do have listed as the winner, so good to go there.
That's what it.
Heading to the gate here at Laurel. Oldy, any quick thoughts? I see you've got a pick 5 up there.
Yeah, just a small one. It's Laurel. The pool's not going to be that big, but I thought these were pretty decent races. I like the 258 here.
I was surprised you didn't use the 4 here, Oldy. I see you chopped the 4. I thought you could actually have a scenario where that horse could win this race, but I thought that Scotty Picks had this thing nailed. I thought 2-4-5. I mean, I do think the 2's a legit favorite, but
it was the claim off Ness and then the claim off the other trainer. This guy's 0 for 10 off the claim. That's why I dumped the 4.
But the horse is 20. The horse is 22% to win, though, is the only thing. That's my only point. Like, I get it. I totally understand it. Like, but it's it's taking a lot of money, 7-1, which is even more of a sign. So yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
Wow, Matt, very nice. That's another Matt Miller special. Favorite into favorite, paying what, 840 to 8.4 to 1. Not bad. All right, let me get Laurel up on the screen here as we head over there.
Wow. I did. I thought the 6 and then the next at Laurel, if you want to play a daily double, would be tough. If anybody's playing daily doubles, but
Running River.
I did think it was 2-4-5 here, Oldie.
Be West. Pudge Boy Palace.
5 pool, Oldie, eclipsing by $15,000.
Then Prince Kozan.
It's about right, $60.
Where'd you single?
Third leg.
I thought the 6 might be a single in the next. How many horses you use in the next?
2, the 6 and the 10, top 2 Scotty Picks.
Yeah.
I couldn't pass up the 10 at 10-1 on the morning line.
In line.
As the second Scotty Pick and second win percentage.
Yeah, Willie.
Yeah, but you passed up 22% to win in this race.
Right, but 0% off the claim.
And they're off.
And didn't break.
March got a good break. So
needed
Pudge
the lead.
Boy Palace and Morning Toss is in the mix too. And on the inside there is B West. B West on the inside from the shoot now, challenged by Morning Thoughts early, and Morning Thoughts will be aggressive and take the lead. Morning Thoughts from B West in second, Pudge Boy Palace running Rivers the Gray racing fourth while saving ground. Making progress between horses, He's on Fire has moved along now to the 5th spot, about 3 deep down the backstretch run. March will settle in between runners. Back to Prince Kozan and back to Master of None racing to the tail of the field with Home School and Fun, Lovin', Criminal. Heading into the far turn run with 4.5 furlongs left to go. Morning Thoughts in charge by 2 from Pudge Boy Palace and B West on the inside in third. He's on Fire, running Rivers at the inside there, and Master of None's wound up in 3-path around the turn. March is in between horses. Fun, 11, Criminal. Now trying to advance. Fun, 11, Criminal. Just in behind that group. Fun, 11, Criminal. Now going to have to switch to the outside, coming wide as they make the turn for home. Fun, 11, Criminal is going to be widest of them all as they spin in. 1/4 mile left to go. Morning Thoughts, that leader. Morning Thoughts, He's on Fire, gets the first run. Master of None, Fun, 11, Criminal, center of the track, and Running River battles along now to the inside. Furlong left to go. Master of None. Master of None is 60-1.
60-1 bomber.
Long shot at the 16th pole, pulling away from them. Master of None bombs away.
That pick
Master of None.
Not even
Gonna be closer for second.
Not even gonna get hit, man. What a bomb! Wow, that's crazy, Willie. That's a good price. I did play the exact in the try, so that was good. Through that 4-3, Oldie. Mr. Harrison, did you just see the bomber there?
Yeah, that was it's interesting. And geez, that one horse, Master of None, he won like a 3 to 5 shot.
Yeah,
I mean, once he got room.
Yeah.
once he got out, he was just so yeah. Unfortunately, I was going to tell you I wanted to come on and give out a big long shot, but I have one at the Big A, but nothing close to 60-1. So hey, yeah, so how's everybody doing? Oldy, how you doing? Justin, Chris, good to see you guys.
Looks like Jerry has got us on the big screen at a 150-person poker tournament. So,
that's amazing.
Yeah, love it.
That is fantastic. Good luck, everybody playing in the poker tournament.
Yeah, we need to give them some winners. The guys and gals need some extra action, huh?
There you go.
We had a question from Willie. Doesn't the favorites hit for like 35% in general? I think it's more like 30. It can be a little higher at certain tracks. Maybe Matt in the chat's got some comments about that. As plays those a lot. But David, what are your thoughts on what do you think the favorite?
Yeah, I think it's your statistics. Yeah, generally the favorites win. I think between 31.2% to 34 point something percent. But if you break it down, I mean that includes 9-2 favorites. That includes 1-5 favorites. That includes even money, or as Oldy likes to say, 1-1 horses. But I mean, I'd like to look at. I think anything below maybe 7-5 or 6-5 may win. They win at a higher percentage than that normally, with all things being equal. So, but overall, yeah. I mean, it's around around 30, low 30s, correct.
All right, David. Well, you popped on.
Hey, Matt.
At the right time. Aldi, are we going to be able to get this Churchill race in or not? I wasn't sure if they were off or not.
They're not off yet, so we can definitely get it in. I thought a 5-5 double had a really nice look to it. I really, out of you're getting 6-1. The 5 in the next is 4-5, and the 5 here was my top choice. So even though the 2 is your current favorite, I thought the E picks were pretty much had it, but I thought the 1 King of Hollywood, if you're looking for a long shot, had a little bit of a look.
Okay.
But 5-5 double.
Justin, I think I got you covered now on audio. I'm able to get that working. So once Travis,
less than a minute.
Can you hear that?
Yep, and I'm going to take a quick pit stop while that goes.
Okay, so we're up to, gentlemen, the 4th race at Churchill, correct?
Yep.
Okay, I looked at my grandson had a hockey game this morning, so I'm unlimited. I did handicap last night the Big A, but the other tracks I'm a little spotty in all honesty. But I'm looking at this race quick. You've got a distance race here, and
the horses have reached the start.
Never going to not use an Al Stall horse. So give me an Al Stall horse here. 2 good races, last 2 at 3rd off a layoff. So I'm on the 6. I will use the 6 Hoodlum. Hoodlum.
Describes a few people I know.
I like the 5-6-9 box. I think that you're right, David, on the 8 or the 6. I think the 6 or 9 have a great chance to hit the exacta.
These races at Churchill are super tough today, David. It's the Claiming Crown race.
Yes, I was going to mention that to you. Actually, I've attended a Claiming Crown before at Gulfstream Park, the year they had it down there. It's actually the first weekend of December. That coincided with the big day at the Big A, Cigar Mile Day. So that was, I think it was a tournament that day.
You're in the gate. And they're off. Fighter Town. Fighters off first. King of Hollywood. Good start to Freedom Road is there. Meant to be lucky. From the downside post tries to tuck in as they hit the first turn. King of Hollywood, Fighter Town. These two go head and head for the lead. Meant to be lucky just to their outside third. Freedom Road settles into 4th. Cost basis comes away 5th. Hoodlum is now 6th. On a spree down inside 7th. Moving up is Feeling It from 8th. Redman's in 9th, and Indian Gulch is 10th and last. Backstretch run coming. The opening quarter goes 24 seconds flat. And here's Fighter Town with some pressure for King of Hollywood. Just to their outside is Meant to Be Lucky. So the three of them are right across the track with 5 furlongs to go. And Freedom Road is just waiting in behind Wild 4th. Cost Basis is coasting along nicely 5th. Hoodlum's in the clear 6th. On a Spree is 7th and 5 lengths off the lead. There's 4 furlongs to go. And then it's Feeling It. Indian Gulch has moved up 1 spot and Breadman trails. Fire Turn Run. King of Hollywood. Fighter Town still head for the lead. Meant to Be Lucky couldn't keep up. Back through the field now. So they round the far turn. King of Hollywood and Fighter Town. Freedom Road's been traveling well. Freedom Road is right in behind third. Needs to find a way out. Hoodlum trying to keep pinned inside. Freedom Road would have nothing of that and muscles outside. In the meantime,
catching this horse.
Center racing for the 8th pole. King of Hollywood, Fighter Town.
One game.
Freedom Road, 3 of them across the track, and now it's Freedom Road up for the lead.
Come on up with that 5 for Matt. He's got it. Come on with that 5 for Matt.
Freedom Road is determined, and it is tight.
That was a 1.
King of Hollywood.
Yeah.
Sorry, man.
Right there, Fighter Town.
So has speed been holding at Churchill Downs?
I couldn't tell you.
I haven't,
No.
David. I didn't. I'm not sure. I haven't played at all. That's the first race I've seen today.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
All right.
I didn't
14-1.
I didn't really look much there. I know I have a big card later, but maybe. I mean, it looked like it was there, huh?
There you go. Well, again, you can't go by one race. We come in cold, but okay. I was just checking to see if anybody knew if there was any trend there today. But
any of you guys
we'll go
in the
race by
chat
race.
have been playing Churchill, let us know if speed has been holding.
Sorry, guys. I was on mute trying to tell you that it's been a mix. So I wouldn't say that there's been any defined bias.
Right. Okay. Well, it's basically an even track, in your opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But I did mention the one was on my list as the live long shot there, and I did play this pick 5 ticket, so I need to get that 4 to 5 favorite in the next.
All right, Oldy, let's get out to Aqueduct.
You got a 4 to 5 favorite in the 3 here at Aqueduct.
Yeah, some old victims stretching out again to 2 turns, which most of these older horses, in my opinion, don't even want to go 2 turns. I mean, it's just mile and an eighth at $10,000 claimer is really is sort of an interesting race. But the only comment I have here, Aldi, is this Valenzin Day looks so solid on paper, right? But my question is, off the last couple races, this horse looks dominant on the front end, has won at a mile and an eighth. And actually, hold on a second. Is there another flash here? Yeah, so one race at a mile and an eighth, it was the lone speed. But why? She claimed this horse for 16, dumped it in for 12.5 off a layoff, and now is in for 10. A little suspicious as far as I'm concerned, but this looks like a real easy spot. However, there's other speed here. So
right, and so if you were going to play against, I like the 8 here, Cumberland Blues, as really the only horse I think is capable of coming off the pace and beating Valenzin Day.
Right. The only concern I have, a lot of these cases, if the horses haven't gone and won at a mile and an eighth, you got to prove it to me. Like for, a horse I know very well here is Daddy Knows. I've bet on that horse numerous times. To me, Daddy Knows is a mile horse. That's its best distance. You can get a mile in the 16th, mile and an eighth. The horse has won 1 race, but to me, I don't want Daddy Knows as an 8-year-old going a mile and an eighth. I think the horse's tongue will be hanging out. The horse I'm trying to, this is why I want to come on before this race. The horse I'm going to try to beat Valenzin Day with is the other closer, is Command Performance, the 5 horse, who I think is live here in this spot. I mean, the horse has won at a mile and an eighth, and I know this horse is not the same gelding that it was back when it was racing at Churchill and Oaklawn. But if you look, this horse on November 11th, a year ago, won at 1 mile and an eighth, has a good, solid workout coming into this race. It also ran against much tougher on August 18th at Saratoga, going 2 turns. And I mean, really, Colloquy or Rocco Strong or Skylander would be just as probably the same odds as Valens and Day. So I think that horse is live, has a chance. Obviously, I'll be using it with the favorite and exacted. I'm trying to get this horse on top somehow. So I'll have these sorts 3-5. I'm going to try to. You're going to need a pace, obviously, but I think because of the history at the distance, I'm a little concerned with an 0 for 4 on the surface. But I think this is the distance. Oscar Barrera doesn't win a lot these days, but this horse may be live, and the price is worth the risk. Matt Miller, quick thoughts on next race for a double at the Big A. Let's see who. Oldy, do you have any horse you like in the 8th?
Oh, I hated this the 8th race, but either the 1 or I ran into the same thing here where I felt there was a lot of speed in the next race too, and it's on the turf.
Mm-hmm.
So why not the Paz horse that's getting Pratt, the 2, as a second time series? Not great off the layoff, but there's just so much, what looks like so much pace in this race.
Yes, I'm on the same horses, Matt. I'm on the 2 and also on the 9. Terranova first time turf, which is my move. A Big Brown. I have to check the GSR, but my wager is in already on that. So I like 2-9 in the next race. 2 and 9 I'm using at the Big A. So
getting close to the gate.
Getting close to the gate.
And just so everybody knows, the race sim has the 3 creaming this field.
Steady progress.
David, what's your grandson playing hockey? What position? Offense?
Yeah, I was going to respond to Mike. Today he was on defense, and he had a good game. They won 5-1. This is the first year they're playing full ice, so there was an issue with offsides. There was a lot of offsides, especially the other team. But Connor played well. He was carrying the puck, skating well. He had a couple breakaways, and he got an assist. But it was a good game. He played well.
Awesome. How old is
he? He's 9. He's 9.
Cool. I love watching little kids play hockey.
Oh, yeah, it's a blast. Yeah, it's a big adjustment learning full ice because they were on half sheets of ice before.
Yeah.
So, but thanks.
All right, here we go, everybody. Good luck.
Hey, good luck.
Cumberland Blues. Is it all set? They're off. Off very slowly, the 2 grades. Command Performance, Strong Light. Speed from Optic Way goes right to the front. Optic Way.
All right, now we're going to find out if the 3 can rate a little bit.
There you go. Yeah, there was a little more speed in this race than some of the other races he's been in.
And Optic Way is going to give the lead now as here comes forward momentum towards the outside from Daddy Knows. Now 3 across the racetrack. Steady Progress doesn't want to lose ground, and these 3 hook up in a pace battle early.
That's what I'm looking for.
Stretch that opening quarter mile. 3 and 4 with the front 3 go at it. Sitting right there in 4th. Now 5-6 lengths off the lead. That's Blake B, who's in front. Moving forward, Valence and Day from the 5th position. In behind them, Cumberland Blues, and the 2 at the back, still Strong Light and Command Performance. The leader is Optic Way. Steady Progress continues to hound this leader, and there now 1-2 is taken off the pace with Daddy Knows. Want to catch a breather out in some of the racetrack, and Blake B is moving through at the inside, 47.52 for that half-mile time.
That's going quick. They're 10,000 kilometers.
Cumberland Blues, they travel as a pair from 5th and 6th, still far back, Strong Light and Command Performance. Optic Way is still the leader, is up by a length and a half, but here comes the run from Blake B. Been saving ground throughout, and Blake B is now just the outside, takes the 2 pass.
Just ask the 5, David.
Yeah.
Not the lead, but for how
I don't
long?
know if he's got anything, but
is now taking third. Valenza Day around steady progress.
That goes a little bit into this pace, you would think.
112 and 4 for 3/4 of a mile. Optic Way is still there. Valenza
3
Day,
can end up much
another racetrack.
the best. I have a feeling, or the 8.
Rallying on as Blake beat from in between horses. Now 3 across the racetrack. Now 2 as Cumberland Blues and Valenza Day. They were traveling as a pair early, and now Valenza Day and Cumberland Blues, they throw it down. Cumberland Blues with a head in front. Valenza Day comes
The 8.
the outside. These two noses down to the line.
Yeah.
Finish.
Good call, Aldi.
Wait,
The other
but
closer.
he
Yep.
singled the 3 though.
I
didn't
didn't
you?
play this ticket though. I actually tried to get it in and didn't. So for once, fate was on my side.
Awesome.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because you did mention the other horse was the 8, the closer,
Yeah,
which is
those
logical.
were the only 2 horses I
Yeah,
liked in that race.
Yeah, I went with a long price closer based on thinking there'd be a little more pace, but I mean he closed a little bit, but I mean at 22-1, I'll always take a shot with an entertainment play on something like that.
There you go. Aldi will flip back over to Gulfstream Park. They're a minute away from post time, and of course Woodbine's at 5. So place your wagers now on who you think goes off first.
Yeah, and this is the Juvenile Fillies Sprint Stakes. Your 3 to 5 favorite is Bella Cleopatra for being taken over by George and his Weaver with Paco aboard here coming out of Colonial. Now, we often talk about how Colonial form doesn't translate to other tracks. And there does not appear to be anything special about these works. But also, this field is not great.
Justin, do you want to go over the thoughts from the weekend preview show on this race?
Yeah, we covered this race on Thursday. The 5 horse was my top pick. That was Alfredo's top pick. Scotty and I really had narrowed this, Chris, down to the 3 and the 5 here. So I'm not going to change my opinion at all. I see the 4 wins the race sim, but I thought it was really between those 2 horses. I was kind of bummed to see the 5 scratch. I don't like the price on the 3 at all. You know, I think Scotty talked about the 3. You know, they claimed this horse over at Colonial, and now they drop into state bred. So they obviously knew George Weaver here takes over, Paco rides, or they didn't claim. Sorry, they private purchased this horse probably. So, yeah, you know, the 4 probably a better price than the race sim, but I thought the 3 would be tough. So it's 3 or 4, in my opinion, in this race.
Oldie?
I was on the 4 and the 5 with the 5 scratching. That makes the 4 my top pick here. The 3 is a Vacoma, but I might try a 4-2 exacta here in a small field.
Okay. They're dancing around, deciding what to do. They're waiting for Woodbine.
Yeah, Woodbine's got to be at least going in the gate before and it's also, they got to get all the Rainbow 6 money. And Woodbine, you have a gold horse to watch there with that's bet down to 5-2. It's 8-1 on the morning line as a long shot. And
Woodbine,
dropping
2 minutes.
big drop.
Yeah, it looks like at Gulfstream, the 3 horse is going to be real tough on the front end, but it's 3 to 5, so it's a race I would pass. And if I was playing horizontals, I'd probably just single the 3.
On your Rainbow 6 ticket, Dave, that's what you're doing?
That's what I would do on my hypothetical mythical Rainbow 6 ticket.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, I'm gonna save my cashola for the 2-9 exacta box at the Big A. So,
all right, looks like we're getting ready to load here. So we'll probably pick up Woodbine mid race. Let me get this up on the screen.
Also wiggle the
Go.
line.
All right.
Now Bella Cleopatra steps up. Just 2 left to load.
Dave, when are you heading down to Sunrise?
Well, we were in Sunrise last week for 6 days.
Okay.
A little R&R. I'm back in New York, and at this point, because of the holidays coming up, we were supposed to go first week December, but I may head to Monmouth for a live cash tournament because I am on the top 10 in the leaderboard on the tour. That I need some on-track tour points, where it's a lot valuable than online. So at this point, I'm trying to stay in the top 10 if I can.
And they are off in the juvenile filly
Here we go.
sprint. That's Mrs. Worldwide, who broke sharply with the wiggle of line. To her inside second, Bella Cleopatra. Running off just the top.
Surprised the 3 didn't gun for the lead with Paco.
Volatile. To her inside is the cross.
4, I think, just won the break.
The inside wiggled and
most
wide.
likely.
But then it's giving the 3 way too much room
Worldwide.
here.
Those two together. That's Bella Cleopatra. Running just off the top pair, still from third. It's 2 links back to Volatile, to the Valiant Kiss. They're just 2.5 links off the top. The quarter was 23 seconds. The fillies work onto the far turn. Wiggled and wide. Continues to battle on with Mrs.
4-2 exact. Oldy, stop the race.
Yeah, no, two's not.
No,
two's gone.
we want 3, 4.
It's 2.5
not
back
4,
to Valiant Kiss as they make their way around.
The 1 need to get out of it.
Mrs. Worldwide.
One's gonna win this
still there,
race.
clinging to a short lead, but
You
it's
think?
Bella
I
Cleopatra.
said
Yeah, he's under the whip
He's
already.
gone
I
to the
think,
stick. Yeah, I
Yeah.
just saw that right as I said it.
47 seconds.
and he's really wide.
Worldwide has been dead gamed out at the inside. Bella Cleopatra is ridden out down the.
You got the break, jump on the 3.
Yep.
And he's going to beat the 3 and the
Wow,
1.
here comes the
He'll beat
1.
them all.
Here
The
comes
1
the
might
1.
beat them all.
Bella Cleopatra and Volatile running on the
It's
steep
4-1.
lane.
Nice little
Worldwide.
herding moves
one.
there by the
Worldwide will
jockey
win it.
on the 4.
Volatile was
Mhm.
second. Bella Cleopatra finished third. Wiggled and wide fourth.
For some reason, the Colonial
The
form,
fan
just,
club.
I mean, it's more on the turf, but on the dirt, it doesn't hold up.
No.
And
Angled
You know,
around to gate
not
9.
for me at 3 to 5, taking a horse with
In.
1 race
This
out of
field is
Colonial.
now all in. Locked up.
Here we go. Woodbine. Good luck, everybody.
Good luck.
On their way, a perfect line. And Super Watson keen to show early toe today with Volcanic, and Super Watson's out in front of the
Early
center.
toe, I don't
Keeper on
think
the
I've heard
track,
that
Fan
one
Club.
before.
And a length behind them came Luckman, who's handy today. And on the inside, Tiberius Mercurius trying to settle down. Grand Soiree from Sailor's Passion. And to the inside, ducking to the rail there, Sunrise Drive as they take the turn out the stretch. Racing out in front, Volcanic has railed to the lead by about a half a length. Super Watson caught a little bit wide. Luckman the center. Tiberius Mercurius lands with a nice pocket trail on the inside. And a half to Fan Club. A length and a half away, Grand Soiree going up to join Sailor's Passion. And a length and a half last of all is Sunrise Drive. They're certainly not hurrying along. Volcanic has the lead by 3 parts of a length to Super Watson. Luckman, Tiberius Mercurius on the inside. Behind them, Fan Club, and then Sailor's Passion. Second last, Grand Soiree. There's been no change to position, but now 3 lengths away last is Sunrise Drive. Volcanic quickening a little bit more in front by 3 parts to Super Watson's. Had a very forward trip today. A length in behind them, Tiberius Mercurius. Luckman, Grand Soiree moves up, and Fan Club the center as they start to really sprint off the turn and making ground off the rail. Sailor's Passion. Tiberius Mercurius now dipping to second last, and Sunrise Drive at the back starting a run. They come to the 5/16, and Super Watson took over, taken on by Grand Soiree. Grand Soiree on the outside, almost level, and coming home pretty well is Sailor's Passion. And as they corner in the center, Fan Club and Sunrise Drive from last. Grand Soiree has gone up and hit the front, tackled in turn by Sailor's Passion the outside. Super Watson's fighting back, a line of 3, and Sailor's Passion out wide on the track from Grand Soiree and Super Watson. And Sailor's Passion still full of run as they come to the wire. Super Watson on the inside, and Sailor's Passion going on to win by 3/4 to Super Watson, Grand Soiree, and Volcanic.
Another decent price for sure. All right. I think it's time, Oldie, to make our first trip to Maryland.
Second trip, remember, we got
It's
bombed
Peter
out by the 50 to 1 horse.
60.
60.
Yeah, that's when I joined them. Like, here we go. Yeah, you got a 60 to 1 shot rolling on the outside.
Going in the gate right now. So quickly, thoughts, Oldie?
I would just quickly put in a 6-5 double here.
I think the 6 is legit. Yeah, I had this potential single here. I think the picks have this though, but the 6 gets a much better post. This is not a great group and gets just a perfect spot, in my opinion. The money, it's the double.
Yeah.
You're getting much better value,
And-
obviously, than just a win bet. But
And no one's
There's
taking
no
money
shit.
here. Yeah, besides the 10. And I'm on the 10 on the stretch out from the
Same with
outside
me.
post, stalking outside post. I used the
You're
10 in
Antonio.
the horse tourneys NHC
It's a sure
qualifier.
thing.
So I'm on the 10.
Christy, my love, moving
Not
in,
going to
it's
use a
a
2 to
sure
5
thing.
shot in a NHC qualifier.
Good
Not
idea.
happening. Unless it's a feeder and I'm on trying to just with 12
Atlantis
races.
Queen.
Don't need that 2 to 5.
All right. Good luck, everybody. We're out to Churchill
Good
Downs.
luck. Go Safe Trust.
Waiting for Atlantis Queen and Safe Trust.
Duckman.
Safe Trust. Gates closed. Nick's Notion restless in the gate. Chrissy, my love, trying to get straightened. Riders off Nick's Notion for a moment. Settling down, squared away. And they're off. Looks like Safe Trust bobbled at the start. Nick's Notion is last away. Blessed Candy, good early speed, and right there too is It's a Sure Thing. It's a Sure Thing on the outside of Blessed Candy, who's at the rail. Atlantis Queen's up close, racing in third position as they move down the backstretch. Malibu Hooch on the outside. Onyx 10 Cent right up into the race there, just a couple of lengths from the front on the chase
If
and
the
at
6
the
doesn't
rail.
win here,
It's
you're
another
probably
2
looking
lengths
at a pick
back,
5
and
carryover.
Safe Trust is followed
If
by
you weren't
My Dear
already
Antonia on the
one leg
inside.
in.
Say You Love Me racing third to last
Quick
position.
pace.
Back there to Christy, my love, and Nick's Notion trails the field into the far turn run. Three-way scramble up top there. Atlantis Queen pushing up on the outside to a narrow lead as Malibu Hooch follows that move now. And Onyx 10's got run just in behind them. Going to tip to the outside and in between horses. Safe Trust running a big one on the far outside. Top of the stretch, and it's wide open at the 316s. And Malibu Hooch just kicked. Malibu Hooch in front now. Length and a half, almost 2. Up the rail now comes Onyx 10. Center of the track is Safe Trust. Continuing to run huge.
Come on,
Safe Trust on the
6'10" or
outside.
6'2".
Chasing home Malibu Hooch. Malibu Hooch in front. Malibu
Get out.
Hooch. Onyx 10 or Safe Trust. Malibu
Yep.
Hooch wins.
It's
From
210.
6'2",
Onyx 10,
10.
run a big one. And Safe
There we
Trust
go.
followed by Atlantis Queen.
All right. That works.
And I'm going to depart on that, fellas. Mr. Harrison, you are such an amazing handicapper.
Oh,
So
thanks.
I'm going to let you hang with these guys. And I will be around later, though, right, Chris? Because we have a special Lone Star show, David the
heard.
Quarter Horse, tonight. I don't know
Yeah.
if you've heard
Yep.
that. So,
Yes, I
I'll be-
heard the rumor. Mhm.
yeah.
Yep, and
And there's
there is,
actually, David, if you're up late, you should try to watch that for charity race, but it's very late. I think it's about 11:30 Eastern, so I don't know. But it is a really great for charity race tonight, Chris. And I will be back, fellas. But that was a fun little morning. I'm going to go hang with my kids, David. So
Okay. Yeah. Have a good time. Hang with the kids. Good seeing you. And enjoy the
too.
rest of the afternoon. You'll be, like you said, you'll be on again tonight, correct? So,
yes,
yeah.
sir.
I
Yeah.
spend some
I
family
mean,
time. Yep.
9:15 p.m. Eastern time. Justin, we'll see you back then. And
all right, all. Good luck today. Good
All
luck,
right.
Goldie. Good luck, David. Good luck, Chris.
Thanks,
In the
Justin.
chat.
Thanks,
You
Good luck.
will.
we will press on. There's also a new show coming up next week on Wednesday. It'll be Scotty. I'm not going to tease it. He might announce it tonight when we're on the air, but we
Okay.
will see. All right, we'll be back out to Churchill Downs here.
I'm single to the Captain Obvious Dana's Beauty here at 2 to 5 in the pick 5. But I'll say I think the 8 had a little bit of a look for Wayne Catalano. And, I do wonder, could you have a pace meltdown here as well? There was none of the late running horses I really loved. That was my problem. but maybe the 2 who has an E morning line angle, if you think this pace could melt.
That's a good point back at Laurel. The Dutch doubles 6-2 and 6-5. If you Dutch them properly, make that 6 horse 3-2, which is a lot better than 3-5.
Yes.
Good point. Words of wisdom from Matt Miller. Good point, Matt.
Yep, you can find that in the book.
Yes.
Thinking, better way of thinking.
Great book, by the way. So if anybody's listening who hasn't read the book, it takes a lot for me to stay interested in a book. Horse playing or horse racing book is a lot easier. But once I get through a couple, I was rolling, and it's a really, really good book. A lot of valuable information, and I know a lot more about Matt Miller than I thought I ever would. So he's puts a lot of personal stories in there that aren't related to horse racing. And it's very good. Job well done, Matt.
Go there to that website, betterwayofthinking.com, even if you spell it wrong with the E, and you will get there. Available in hardcover, audio, different formats. So good stuff.
All right. So going on the turf at Churchill here.
And the
Do you have any
horses
different thoughts
the
here,
stake
David,
is
or
post
have you not had a
time.
chance
Not
to look?
particularly. No. Dana's Beauty is going to be real tough. This race didn't really intrigue me much, so it's a race that I would just watch. So one thing about the Flaming Crown, man,
Can't
we got some
keep
full
me down.
fields.
Liz Beauty. Molly's Rose.
So Chris, now I'm hearing your audio, if that's you doing the audio.
Yes, I am. Yep, coming from the phone. And then up next after this, we'll get out to David's favorite track.
They're in the gate.
I should say his favorite circuit.
Yes.
Favorite circuit, correct. Favorite track on the circuit, obviously, is Saratoga.
And the rough. Gilded Quest breaks out well. Big Dig does too. Dana's Beauty with some speed. Best Performer can keep me down. Lady Out of the Blue down inside. Farther out is Boom and Bell, and Molly's Rose is up there too. So they sort themselves out by us the first time. Big Dig up for a short lead. Very short lead, though. 3 wide into that first turn. Best Performer is going to hold her spot down toward the rail and now backs off as Big Dig goes on to show the way. Boom and Bell is keyed up on the outside and races up 3 wide. So Big Dig is the leader heading to the backstretch run. Boom and Bell's up into second, resisting the restraint of Luis Saez while doing so. Best Performer has settled nicely down inside third. Can't Keep Me Down is fourth, and then it's Gilded Quest in fifth. Dana's Beauty off the pace in sixth, but only 4 lengths off the lead. Ghostly Gal's back in seventh, just ahead of Lady Out of the Blue in eighth. Perhaps tonight in ninth by 4. Miss Goodbar's second to last early, and Molly's Rose to trailer as they head for the far turn. 47-2 for the half-mile time. Big Dig, the leader, onto the far turn, leads by half a length. Boom and Bell begins to ratchet up the pressure. And here's Dana's Beauty. Dana's Beauty emerges from mid-pack with a 3 wide bit on the far turn. And right behind is Ghostly Gal and Best Performer. Can't Keep Me Down, cut the corner off the turn. Perhaps tonight comes wide. Top of the stretch, Dana's Beauty comes on to take the lead. Dana's Beauty's in front, heading for the 8th pole. Boom and Bell trying to fight on. Ghostly Gal is putting in a run on Dana's Beauty. Dana's Beauty is fully extended for the final 16.
Oh, the
Hey,
second horse again, Dempsey.
Ghostly Gal, Dana's Beauty in the last
One of
ride.
those days.
Boom and Bell was third, perhaps tonight fourth.
Those happen, man, and they're never fun, for sure.
nope.
Especially if you're single there.
Yeah.
Going, we'll turn the page there.
I agonized over those 2 horses, too.
We are going to go over to Aqueduct.
Aqueduct.
And I'll
I
let
know
you guys
David
talk
likes
about
it.
this. I'll be back for the audio.
Okay.
David, I know you like something here.
Yes. Well, I'm just putting in a wager here. Okay. Yeah. So we've got a mile and a 16th maiden special weight here for state bred fillies and mares. And the way I like to approach these races, especially if you listen to our Friday show, is that I'm looking for, these are horses that have had, a lot of them have, even though it's a maiden special, a lot of these horses have had their opportunities on turf before.
Yeah.
And they've run okay. You've had some maiden 40s, horses dropping from maiden special, maiden 40s. The point is, the horses with turf form, there's no world beaters in here. So in that case, I'm looking to see if there's any live horses trying turf first time. And that's been an angle for me over the years, especially the last few years, more than anything, that normally you'll get a decent price because people will think, hey, this horse is not raced on a turf before. And so we have a victim here who meets that criteria, and that's the number 9, elite status. Big Brown is a sire, and the dam is Ruby Dusk. I'm not sure. I looked at the GSR as acceptable, but so I'm always going to try that angle as long as I'm not going to do it if the horse is a favorite, right? So at 5-1, that's a decent price. So I'm definitely going to use that horse. And the other horse I want is a horse with limited turf experience, and that's the 2, who I really like this horse. The English Channel, love the English Channel breeding. This horse hasn't been out since April 20th, first time on the turf, and has a trouble line, bump stated at the start. So that tells me all I need to know. This horse never even got a chance really to run because it just ran around the track like it's 7th or dead last. So, and that was a good course. And now we've got a hard course. I'm not sure if maybe this horse does prefer a slightly, somewhat of a firmer course. Blinkers off, so maybe to help the horse relax. So I really like this exactly here, 2-9, and I don't really want any part of the 1 as the favorite. Too many starts. When you're 0 for 11, had the chances, and to me, if this horse was any good, this horse would have gotten the job done by now. Obviously can win, but not at that price. I'm not really interested. So it's 2-9 for me here, Justin. I'm sorry, Oldy.
I might be right there with you on that as well. I do think that there's an opportunity here, maybe for a price coming in late too. Let's just see if there's. I mean, the race sim loves the 1 here, but I just think there's way too much pace here for the 1. The 9 hasn't shown that it needs to lead. The 2 hasn't been up on the lead. But, you also have your friend Christophe Clement has a horse here, the 10, that's getting ignored. And that might be one to use in your tries.
Yeah, Detonate. Yeah, exactly. Detonate now fits that criteria. Has dropped, though, from a maiden special to a maiden 40. And the 2 and the 9 have held into that maiden special category. So I'm thinking maybe the 2 and the 9 may have a class edge here. We'll find out after the race if that's a factor or not. But it's still at that price. It's a horse that I would be willing to use. 22-1, just off a 1 turf start, going a mile. And this horse, based on its breeding, the sire Connect horses normally can run all day long. So it shouldn't have any problem stretching out to only a mile and a 16th, right? So outside post is not the most advantageous, going 2 turns on the turf at the Big A, the tighter turns, and the start is closer to the clubhouse turn. But again, I've got that issue with the 9 elite status. So that's a concern I have about the 9 also. But yeah, good point, Oldy. I think that horse could be live and hit the board. Possibly.
Well, and if you look in the trouble line, the 10 got killed at the start last race, the
Correct.
first race on the turf. So
Good
you might
point.
be able to just throw that race out.
Correct. And how often do you get all the 20-1 on a Christopher Clement turf horse, right?
Clement, your nemesis.
Well, I keep telling he used to be my nemesis. I had a one-off with him where I was going to the last race. It was the 9th race at Saratoga or Belmont when Belmont was still running. And he got up with a wire-to-wire job on a 8-1 shot, which put me over the top to get an NHC seat. So that, to me, that kind of put that jinx to bed. But since then, I don't think I've had a Clement winner again. So I think it might have been a one-off type of thing. So
we'll find out here for sure. 1 minute.
Yeah, not Oldy. If you look at the price, the one horse went down to 1-1. In your words, even money.
Yeah.
And there's no way in hell I'm ever going to use an even money shot drawing the rail in a full field of New York State maidens going to turn. It's not happening. Not happening. The horse can win by 10 and you can have it all day long.
I agree. I mean, the horse might finish second because that seems to be what it does.
Right. Am I missing a jock? Irad's not on that horse, right? No.
No, it's Dylan Davis.
I know Dylan's riding well, but that horse is way over bet.
Did you guys see that Trevor McCarthy's taking a break?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Mental health break, most likely. Yeah. It's good for him. Yep.
Yeah.
I
think it's good for those guys to talk about those things. And
sure.
He and Katie have some rental property things that they've been working on and managing that. And, good luck to Trevor if he wants to come back riding. We're certainly happy to see him ride. He is quality rider and a quality dude as well.
Right.
Absolutely. Going into the gate here.
Okay, I'll get your audio up.
On the 2.
I was just looking, Aldi, if this 10 was going to take any late money. But right now it's kind of just laying there at 20-1.
I mean, it's unusual for a Clement not to take any money at all.
Yeah, that may be that obviously they're not too high on the horse. But again, Matt's on the 1. Geez, Matt, if I was going to predict which horse you would be on, how did I know that you would be on the 1? Okay, good luck.
A few more left to load. There's Starlight Dancer. Elite Status. Detonate.
Okay, good luck, everybody.
Cindy, welcome to the show. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you are well.
Yeah.
Detonate goes in. All set.
Scotty's horse ran, I think, last weekend.
McKinga.
Autumn breaks with early
Yes.
speed. Also right there is just one more in the early mix trying to join them as lead status from an outside draw. The top 2 going to be Autumn and just one more. They're 1-2 into that turn. Trying to cross over elite status is going to corner wide at the ground tight hold. At a girl, Addie, Katie Davis. They're now securing 3rd position. Back and forth is elite status. Down towards the inside, that shared 5th and 6th position a little bit naughty, and towards the outside of that rival.
Well, if the 1 wins, he's going to need to set all the
back
records.
into the field. That Starlight Dancer.
Yeah, Kalisha Spirit ran last week, I think, or the week before.
At the back, she's a natural with Chili Bee. They work up the back stretch, and on the front end, it's Autumn. Autumn went 23.55, but the opening quarter mile is unopposed. It's mild pressure from just one more, tracking from 2nd. Moving closer is At a Girl Addie from 3rd. Lead status trying to pick it up from 4th, and At the Rail a little bit naughty is in 5th. Outside of that, Detonate is in 6th. Between horses, there comes Holder Close in 7th. At the Rail, looking for some room, trying to move on through that Starlight Dancer, who's in 7th and 8th. Rallying wide as she's a natural, and far back the trailer. Chili Bean, they're still chasing Autumn. And Autumn went 47-3 for half-mile time. Just
It'll be
one
tough to
more.
catch at even money.
The lead status hits the hurry up from the back.
No.
Also,
Well, it's uneven money now.
Adding back to fifth. Autumn's got
Yeah,
more.
it did go down even money.
The Davis kick for home. Autumn is back up by a length and a half. It's Autumn who's
Matt
first.
Miller is correct there.
Four is alone in second.
Yep. Fire.
Four out of
And
it.
no one. There you go.
Autumn got up.
What's
Scott,
the double?
Here it's Autumn who's up by 3. Autumn has the final 16-3. It's a battle on for place. Says Autumn is long gone. It's going to be Autumn.
What's the double to, Matt? Al, how's it going? Welcome. Thanks for joining. It was good to see you last night as well.
so I think we heard on
Hey, Crypto.
Saturday, on Tuesday, that Galicia Spirit has been retired.
Yes. Good reminder there, Oldie.
And I believe there's another Scotty horse on the horizon
Yes.
that they're very high on.
The horse isn't high.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
They're high on the horse.
Right. And also with Makanga, it was last week, right? Got beat by that Safi Joseph horse, who's second time on turf, who first time went wire to wire. That horse has got some ability, obviously. And Safi Joseph seems to be on fire. Any track he's running at these days, right?
Fire.
All right. And Matt's on
Sure.
the 4 and 9 in the next at Aqueduct. Healthy percentage off the
4
70 double pull. If
4
one
and
of
9
these-
will be collecting a healthy percentage of 70 double pull. 4 of those hits.
You-
So the next race, Matt, 4 and 9.
You have real uneven money at Gulfstream here. You got a 1-9 horse on the Safi first time starter
Wow.
with Drayton
1
and
to
his
9.
bike aboard. I mean, if you don't like that horse, it's a money making opportunity.
For sure.
You know, whether it be Insurmountable, the long shot, or I believe
Right.
there's what was the Delgado first time starter that gets Zayas, which granted you don't want the 10 post if you don't have to take it
Yeah.
Exactly.
at Gulfstream, but it is interesting that Zayas is aboard the Delgado horse and not the Safi horse.
So we got 0 minutes to post at Gulfstream. They're doing their dance. 4 minutes to post at Woodbine.
Seven racing pretty easily.
It's going to be close only between these two. And then we'll get back out to Maryland, my Maryland, with 6 minutes to go.
Yeah, and it looks like a Cassie Bowl in the next data. Your top 2 win percentages and betting favorites are both Cassies at Woodbine. So
Willie's asking, Matt, are you on the 1 to 9 at Gulfstream? I'm going to guess no, but
I would guess. I'm also going to guess no.
I'm guessing he's passing this race, but we'll see.
well, now bet up to 1 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just see.
Yeah,
So if you
This horse will probably go up at 4 to 5. Somebody made a big bet.
as long as it wasn't a jockey, I'm good with that.
Oh, he is. Indeed, I am. Looking at the double probables, I am seeing one worth playing. Small dollars. Scraps dollars, Matt. If
The
you
3 to the 4 or the 3 to the 5, Matt? Which one?
If you'll know, if you know what scraps are, if you read the book, you'll know what scraps are. Scraps are,
yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Chris.
scraps are your balance is, and I'm making this up, is $131. So that would be $31 of scraps.
They could have that even number, right?
Yes,
Yep.
if it's scraps. And if your balance is 11,131, then you've got
$131 in scraps.
Yeah. And sometimes those scraps, you can find a few things there where you can get a little bit more cute and
Sure.
get something.
Yeah, and what happens if you have $1 31 left in your account. Look at it this way: with scraps, you can still hit a 20-cent straight superfecta and blast out of there. So there's always hope.
You know, times I've seen that on Twitter with people with $2.40 left, and they play a four-horse box 10-cent super.
Yep,
some crazy
going in the gate, Chris,
and end up with some decent money. Make sure I got the
As a matter of fact, I'm going at the 7th race at Gulfstream. I'm going to try to get the 10 in there. Vanilla Franco, first time. I like Nyquist first timers. Don't love the outside post, but I think his horse. The other logical horse is the 6 in my the 7. So yeah, I'm going to try to get a 10 in there.
Gabe Pruitt on the bike for the last 2 weeks of Pete Aiello's 1 month vacation.
Right, Pete's back for the championship meet, I would assume.
Yep.
All right, we'll see him down there on Pegasus Day, that's for sure.
They are off. Call Be a Cab. Broke the gate sharply. One more Duke out alongside, but the favorite Grayscale.
Is that the 10 who just stayed kind of in the gate?
Yeah. It's Grayscale takes over the lead. Across the backstretch, Comendador is there.
No, the 10's
I think it was the horse in the back.
Oh, no, the 10's right there. Yep.
Wide right down from
up there.
Insurmountable's running down at the inside, 4th, 2 lengths off the top. One more Dukes up at the outside, 5th. Past Call Be a Cab.
5's got a lot to do.
Back to Evident Powers. They move on to the far turn.
And even more to do now.
Mischievous Hod, an adversary. The quarter was contested.
Pretty looking good.
1. The favorite Grayscale is 2 clear.
Yeah, they're all chasing. The 7 has got a shot here.
It's Insurmountable, who's there at the inside at 3rd, started to gain ground. He's 3 clear of Videla Franco, who's running on 4th. 3 more back to 1 more Duke. Is the move towards the top of the stretch. Graydon Van Dyke still cruising on Grayscale. The favorite Grayscale looking to polish it off. He's past the half, 46 and 3.
There you go, Matt. I think you're good.
Comendador is down
I
the
think
center
he's
of the
good.
track in 2nd. Insurmountable.
Yeah, this horse is running for fun.
Franco 4th, but in deep stretch, Grayscale. Well, they'll draw clear late. Grayscale as advertised on debut at 1 to 5. It's all Grayscale. He will wet it.
All right, get out to Woodbine, Oldy, and then we're going to quickly go to Laurel.
Goes in.
Yeah, we got a quick
Tis Hermione
Cassie Ball here.
Fast and Furious.
Race last started. To the outside is D'Orum. And they are set to run. Luck.
Churchill will be up.
On their way, a terrific start. A bit of scrunching, though, and dipping there was Tis Hermione. D'Orum coming across a bit and showing up in the center, Serenading Kitten, the inside top of the mountain, and racing handy on the outside. Bright Sunshine taking a beautiful trail. Talbot Heirloom, and off the track, D'Orum is next with Him to Her, the center. On the inside, Nasham from Nikki is a breeze, and last of all is Tis Her Money as they take the turn out the stretch. Showing the way by about a length is Top of the Mountain, and going along at a leisurely stride in second spot is Serenading Kitten. Pushing the pace now, Bright Sunshine. 1 to Talbot Heirloom, the run of the race. A length behind them came on the outside, D'Orum shading Him to Her, followed by on the inside, Nashan from Nikki is a breeze. 3.5 to Tis Her Money is last. Bright Sunshine goes up to pace alongside this leader. It's Top of the Mountain, the inside, a half in front. Pushing clear again from Bright Sunshine. Serenading Kitten's a length away in 3rd, and on the inside, Talbot Heirloom. D'Orum is next, followed by Him to Her. Pushing up the rail, Nashan from next to last, Nikki is a breeze, and yet to tack on, Tis Her Money's 3.5 away last.
Oh, the favorite's going to have to touch
Top
them
of
all.
the Mountain has
The
not been
favorite's gonna
pressured
win.
at all. Shows the way by a length, and they go after this leader for the first time with some serious moves. Bright Sunshine, Serenading Kitten, and Bright Sunshine ranging up to tackle for the lead. On the outside, D'Orum is finishing well. On the inner, Talbot Heirloom, and making good ground. Tis Her Money's coming with a slingshot run from dead last, and is flying as they corner Top of the Mountain, still in front with Bright Sunshine. Out wide is Serenading Kitten, D'Orum, and down the extreme outside, Tis Her Money. And from last, Tis Her Money trying to reel them all in. Bright Sunshine narrowly in front, and Serenading Kitten, and down the outside, flying home is Tis Her Money over the top with D'Orum in the center. Tis Her Money's gone to the front, and from last to first, the best horse does win. Tis Her Money by a length and a quarter to D'Orum, Serenading Kitten at Top of the Mountain, and then Nikki is a breeze.
The best horse did win.
All right, Laurel Park.
All right. Let's go 5.
Laurel Park.
Oldy
Dust
wants
Tap.
Matt wants the 5, I believe, too.
I believe so.
Bernie the Star.
Let's see. Who do I have here at Laurel? Who would I play?
Needs 2 of the 5 here.
Two and the 5. Okay.
10
Good luck, Matt.
in the gate.
3
I'm
of
a
the 5
question.
plays $8.
Wicked boss.
8 to 1.
I'm an observer here. 3 into 5 pays $8.
Conscientious objector, huh?
Observer, conscientious observer.
Okay.
That's somewhat less conscientious for this
Daring
race.
venture. Bad stumble is last.
Ugh.
Bernie the Star out of the gate first. Yaris Quest has some early speed and Change My World up on the inside with early lick 2. That's Tap up close and on the chase there from 4th, 2.5 lengths back on the level. Daring Ventures recovered, now moving through between horses, 6 or 7 lengths on the pace. Smuggler's Gold is dropped to the back of the pack, and Wicked Boss is trailing the field. About 10 to 11 lengths will cover the entire bunch. Into the turn they roll, and Bernie the Star on the outside. Yaris Quest out of the inside. Bernie the Star head in front. A Yaris Quest is ridden along for a little more. Change My World is next, and it's Smuggler's Gold racing 3 deep. Daring Ventures recovered quite nicely, racing in 5th within 3 of the lead. On the levels, got some run too, just in behind that group, and a seek a way through, threading through between horses on the level, taken out between horses, still there in some traffic. It's a little trouble there for On the Level. Now running to daylight on the level, looking on the level, trying to get through on the level, running a huge race. It is Yaris Quest on the level. Yaris Quest on the level, trying once more. Yaris Quest just out kicking on the level. Yaris Quest to do it from on the level. And then it was Change My World and Smuggler's Gold.
It's like a 10 put that horse away. And he came back. Boom. Congrats, Matt. You got the better of the price on that, too.
Yeah.
4 to 1 rather than
11.53.
Great.
What was that? Let me take a quick peek here at Laurel. Hold that.
Churchill next.
Yeah, well, I'm looking at what the wheel pace were on that double. 8.8, almost 9 to 1. 8.9 to 1 on that.
That works.
8.9 to 1, and those are the things that people need to realize. 3 to 5
numbers
over 4 to 1. Okay, Churchill, Oldy, let me get you up on the screen and get the audio rolling here.
Yeah, I mean, I think this too has a first half. He has a big shot here, getting bet like it should. The picks, the 1 also, I think, the picks may have that stuff here, but I do think there are some other horses with a chance here. I think the 9 has a little bit of a look off the pace. And I did think there could be a lot of pace here. Maybe the 6 or the 11 as well. The 6 for Crichton has won almost half of its races at the distance. So it's 11 for 23 lifetime at the distance. And the 11's 4 of 6 for Klein.
We'll have a little bit of time between this Churchill race once it goes off and the 2-year-old Central Park Stakes race at Aqueduct.
And by the way, this Central Park is an inscrutable head scratcher, in my opinion. Man, is that some kind of competitive race.
Good. Glad we have a little bit of time to talk about that. It's you guys.
Well, we do have Del Mar coming up, too. First race, Del Mar.
Yeah.
I don't have Del Mar on the radar till.
Okay, that's fine.
So I was avoiding the horse fields. They're not as.
All right. So they're getting close to the gate at Churchill.
Just one note, Oldie. David mentioned Del Mar. I did see a article today on the Pollock report regarding Del Mar that the tracks are going to, Santa Anita is going to ask for historical racing machines. And the board CHR, the California Horse Racing Board, is likely to approve that. And that is going to set off a series of lawsuits and potential action in the state legislature. So it should be interesting to see how that plays out, because the Indian casinos there have a lot of sway in Sacramento. And they could ban those things. They could allow them. It should be interesting to see how that kind of works. But they're throwing up a Hail Mary here to try and get money for purses.
I hear you.
Yeah, and it makes sense. I mean, they're going in the gate here.
Yeah, Oldy, I used a 2-9 exactly here at Churchill. I think the 9 could be flying at the end. At 24-1, it might be worth a shot. For strictly entertainment wager, not even enough to qualify as a scraps wager. It's a lot less than a scraps wager. Just a little entertainment play here, 2-9 bucks. Right, good luck,
Cindy
everybody.
alive to the 4-6-7 at Woodbine, by the way, guys.
4-6-7, okay.
Nine doesn't want to go in the gate.
The 3's just, hold on a second. Oh, that's the 13. I was going to say the 13's going in. Looks like they may be all set.
They're in the gate.
And they're in.
And they're off. Cut Glass breaks right in stride. Cut Glass out for the lead. Concrete Glory down toward the inside is away well too. And these two head up the backstretch, and they're joined outside by Real Naughty. Concrete Glory on through short lead. Cut Glass right there. Real Naughty on the outside makes it 3 across the track. A break of 2 lengths back. Chartered Oak is out racing in 4th. Carmel Chip for the inside 5th. Yes, I'm a Beast is in 6th. Just 3 Rep Pete for the inside 7th. The Princess Says is 8th. El Cerritos in 9th by 2. Communication Memo hustled along 10th and down toward the rail. Tailing off there is Palace Kitten, and at the back is East Coast Girl. And they rocket through a quarter in 21-2. Heading for
Nobody's got to be closing.
Glory comes away with the lead and opens up to lead by 2 as they roll off the turn. Concrete Glory, confident ride, top of the stretch. Cut Glass
That's
is
a
under a
blowout.
ride. Chartered Oak is there. Carmel Chip's been switched outside. Just 3 Rep Pete trying to muster up a late rally. So too El Cerrito, 1 furlong to go. Concrete Glory with a 4-length lead. Chartered Oak and Carmel Chip run up into 2nd and 3rd, but Concrete Glory ran them off their feet and rambles home to win by 6 lengths on the wire. Tight for 2nd, there goes to Chartered Oak. Carmel Chip was 3rd, farther back El Cerrito or Cut Glass.
Wow, that horse just ran away from them all.
Impressive.
What?
109 for 6 furlongs at Churchill seems pretty fast too.
It sure
Yes.
does. And considering these are like claiming horses as well. All right, Oldy, I'm going to get you over to Aqueduct.
All right, let's talk
And, before we get
Central
into
Park
Aqueduct here, just a quick PSA. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We do appreciate it. It helps the channel out a lot, and then you will get notified when we go live, which will be again tonight at 9:15 p.m. Eastern time, where we will be live with Scotty, Oldy, Justin, and myself, and we'll be talking about the quarter horse stakes at Lone Star Park. All right, Oldy, take it away.
Lone Star.
All right, so the Central Park Stakes, which I agree with David, this could be pretty wide open. Here, let's watch the race sim first. The 2, the 1, the 3, the 10, and the 1 all look like they want to be on the lead.
Yeah, that's the concern here, because with all the possible speed here, somebody's going to take back and rate. I mean, it looks like you could have 5 or 6 horses going out for the lead here, which makes it so difficult to judge. And some of these horses have only gone 6 furlongs, and stretching out now. They've been on the lead. I just didn't know which way to go here, to be honest with you. Early adopter makes a lot of sense, but you're getting 3-2 in a wide open race like this, something I'd probably avoid. And so this is not usually the race where I'm looking for first time turf, but with that being said, the horse that is first time turf is the 7 Manhattan Twist, and Irad picks up the mount for Todd Pletcher. And this horse has not tried the turf before. Liam's Map, which to me is not really the greatest turf breeding, but I believe the dam, I'd have to look that up and see what her record is. But this horse did break his maiden basically wire to wire at 6.5 at Saratoga, and then moved to a 7 furlong race, which makes sense. And really, bump break in that race, and also the opening race. So I don't know what this horse is. This horse may be okay on turf. May use it. Let's see here. And I think the horse that can rate, Smooth Breeze, maybe really. I love More Than Ready as a sire. And I just think that the first race this horse won opening at 12-1 and did close. It stalked and closed and did have the lead on a yielding turf course in that Pilgrim, and did get beat by early adopter. But that race was a really interesting race. The Pilgrim yielding was an understatement. That course was a bog that day. And then you had Noble Confessor come out of the race and ran pretty well in the Breeders' Cup turf for juvenile turf. So, yeah, I think I'm going to use a 7 or 8 here. Just sort of toss around a couple of decent prices, 7-1 and 10-1. Oldy, who did you end up? Do you have any thoughts on who you think?
So this was one of the races we did for the weekend preview, and I was on the 4 on top, Jack and Jim. I like the works for Graham Motion, and then I had the 9 and the 8. So I was, and obviously I didn't expect the 8 to be 8-5. I mean the 9 to be 8-5, but I did think that yielding turf, that Smooth Breeze may have just not liked that yielding turf that day.
Correct. A lot of horses.
Yeah, and same thing with early adopter, though. You could say the same thing on both of them. But I thought it was those 3 horses. I think there's a lot of pace in here. The other one maybe to consider is Davy Crockett, King of the Wild Frontier out there for what was a Windstar bred horse with Rosario aboard.
Yeah, I think you can go a number of directions here, and I'm not even going to talk anybody out of betting the 9 early adopter at 3-2. It's not a horse I would never, where I wouldn't say I'd never bet on, because I think that horse coming out of the Pilgrim could be live here. But I'll go with the other horse that came out of the Pilgrim, the 8. I'm going to use the 7 first time turf. But yeah, really wide open race. And I think watching that Pilgrim, I mean, that the Pilgrim could be ending up being a key race. So see how those 2 horses run in this race, because that, again, when I was watching that race, I thought they were going to take it off. It was just really, really boggy, and some horses just did not. You could tell weren't really handling it, and some of the horses that didn't look like they were handling it looked like they ran pretty decently. So I thought there's horses there that have a lot of ability. So we'll see how they fare on drier surfaces. So what do we have? Let me just pull up my feed here. 2 minutes to post.
Yes.
Okay. That's one good thing about this time of year, with it getting dark early here in the Northeast. The bottom line is that they got to move these races along pretty quickly. So, Oldy, did you watch the fight last night? Jake Paul against Iron Mike?
It was not much of a fight. That's for
No,
sure.
it wasn't. It was not. I recorded it because I think that was like a 5-hour show on Netflix, and I started. I'm like, I had no interest in the undercard. Then I was watching the college game, Washington and UCLA, and that wasn't really doing it for me. And I just fell asleep. And I'm like, so I watched it this morning. Yeah, it was not the most entertaining bout, but what you expect, right? Mike,
Right.
If he didn't knock him out in the first round or two, he was going to have a problem, hanging on there. And I think Jake Paul treated him very, very nicely, out of respect, because I think he could have went in for the kill in the 7th or 8th round with him.
So that's something I disagree on.
Okay.
I don't think, number one, there's a lot of talk that Tyson was just there for the paycheck. And if you watch his training videos, there was nothing wrong with his legs. He may have just been working an injury angle.
Right.
They were using 14-ounce gloves, which for those who don't know, the normal glove they use in a heavyweight fight is a 10-ounce glove. And the difference is the padding in the gloves.
Mm-hmm.
And that was done to protect one of the two of them. My guess is Jake Paul from getting hit with a Tyson shot.
Right.
And I think that this was the plan. Jake Paul is the new cash cow. I know he's been trying to get Canelo Alvarez into a fight. He put on 20 pounds for this fight, so he doesn't have heavyweight power. He had to put on weight to get to the weight class. And I think he's going to go right back down to super middleweight to fight Canelo.
Yeah.
And this was just a paycheck for both of them.
Matt Miller was right. Getting minus 220 on Jake Paul helped my Hard Rock Sports bet account.
Yeah, no wagering in New York. I popped up my FanDuel, and I went to DraftKings, and it said no wagering in New York. So I'm like, okay, well, I saved money because I thought Tyson could knock him out in the first or second round.
No chance. You know who's undefeated, Dave?
Father Time. Exactly.
All right, they're getting ready to move. You're at New York.
And we should talk a little bit about the woman's fight too, if you saw that.
Yeah, supposedly. Yeah, I didn't watch any of the undercard. I used to be a big boxing fan, but I kind of get out of it. But yeah, I'm old school, Frazier Ali, and I was around for a little bit with Mike Tyson, but after that, Jerry Cooney. But I kind of lost interest over the years.
Just go to YouTube and look up the Hagler Hearns fight in the first round. That's all you need to see. That's when.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen that too.
Yeah, I mean that was on Twitter. I saw that as well.
All right. Good luck, everybody, in this inscrutable head scratcher, which will probably end up the two favorites 1-2, but we'll see how it goes.
Out to Gulfstream after this. Those 2-minute rounds are ridiculous too.
Yeah, not a fan of that.
Yeah, you can't get anything done in 2 minutes.
Yeah, and there's some rounds for 30 seconds they were just staring at you. Nothing was happening towards the end. I'm like, okay, well, getting on to the next round. I made it another round. Good luck, everybody.
Good luck. No. Just kidding.
Super Swift goes in. All set for the Central Park.
Scott Bree's right. This is a great Mike Tyson quote. Everybody has a plan to get hit in the face.
I really want, when they asked him what his plan was or what his prediction was, I really wanted him to use the Clubber Lane pain line.
them, and also in that early mix, Not For Hire. No easy leads here. Not For Hire sounds like a plan. They're 1-2 far apart as they work into that first turn together. It's a lineup of 3 in behind. McDiesel just had the steady, cornering very wide, was Not For Hire. Went about the 4 path, is now going to slingshot over to the rail. And now Not For Hire. Jose Lezcano is up by a length and a half. Sounds like a plan. Is back.
Lost a lot of ground there.
Outside Super Swift is now taken 3rd. McDiesel at the rail after having to steady is in 4th. Then losing some ground was Fire Pit, who's now back to 6th. Gets passed up on the outside here from David Crockett, who's got some more momentum towards the back of the field. Jack and Jim. Then traveling as a pair, there comes Manhattan Twist with Smooth Breeze at the early trailer.
Well, the 7 doesn't want turf.
23-1 for the opening quarter mile, 47.59. That half mile
The
time.
8 looks good, and here comes the 9.
Hire, who was wandering into that first turn.
Way back though.
It's a far turn. Not For Hire is up by a full length. Here
I
comes
don't know that anybody's catching
outside.
the 6.
At the inside is now in that shared 2nd and 3rd. Rallying wide as Davey Crockett is in pursuit. Also Fire Pit in the mix in 5th.
Come on, get up.
From
Get
the
up,
back
4.
as they really
Come on,
bust,
8.
just having to steady briefly with Super
Oh, that 8.
Come on, 8.
Not For Hire kicks
Stay
the
up.
ball back up by 2.5. Sounds like a
Boom.
plan.
That's a nice exacta.
In the mix, rallying from far out. Early Adopter is lifting, but has a lot of ground to make up. And here's
Oh, sorry, I'm ahead of everybody.
Jack and Jim flying.
I'm ahead too. Race is over.
Early Adopter is also right there. Breeze. It's Jack and Jim who got the jump. Jack and Jim almost there. Jack and Jim wins the Central Park. Look like Smooth.
There you go, Aldi. Jack
Nice.
and Jim. Good call.
All right,
What do we-
down to Gulfstream Park, and before you go there, I'm just going to give a good shout out to a friend of EquinEdge, longtime personality on TVG. I started watching this guy when he was on with Mike Joyce for the quarters, which used to be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday nights. But Dave Weaver, Ice Cold Exacta. Let me get this link up here. He has opened, Oldy, and if you can find our swag shop, good time to pump that as well. But you can get your merch. Why is this not copied correctly? IceColdExacta.com. Let me type it in there. IceColdExacta.com. So you can get your Dave Weaver IceColdExacta.com gear there. So go there and check that out.
Another
Steak
case.
Clock Tower. I think that's Derek, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to head up the street to put in a late pick 5 for Del Mar. I'm struggling with the first leg. Trying to single here confidently in a short field. Please give this race a simulation. Okay, we'll get out there. I think we'll get a bit of time here right after this Gulfstream race. Let me take a look at the schedule. Yeah, we will be able to get out there right after, in between that and Woodbine. So give us a couple minutes. I think you've got some time. So I will go check real quickly on Del Mar's late pick 5.
And just give me a second. I'll get the
We got the Bob
EquinEdge shop.
coming up in 13 minutes. We're not going to cover that. It is 3 Baffords and 1 Yak team, but the late pick 5 starts at 5:30 p.m. Eastern. So yeah, give us about 10-15 minutes and we'll get you some info there as Gulfstream gets over to the track for the next race. Oldy, go for it.
I mean, the 4 Downing Street is 4 to 5 right now, which seems like I don't think I like this horse at that price. It is dropping. It did beat 44s on the synthetic, almost beat 52. So maybe it should be 4 to 5, but the 1 might be worth a shot. It's top win percentage and second pick at 6 to 1 there. And if I look at the race sim here, come on.
Quickly. They were loading. There you go.
It looks like 1-4, 1-4-2 if you're looking for a bomber and an exacta there.
All right, let's get
And
out.
I would use the 6 as a bomber. This horse has been took a long time to break its maiden. Finally got the job done against 16 maiden claimers. Maybe this horse is finally, the light bulb went on a bit. So I would use the 6 somewhere along the line here. Like
and in support of your 6, the 6 also first time routing on synthetic won.
Right,
In that
exactly.
race. So maybe that's what that horse wants to do.
Correct.
All horses want to ride on
Wadowski.
Oh, sure.
Couple years, Dave. That'll be the winner.
I know.
All right.
A nice level beginning with Promotion, who steps out too quickly there. Crosses over towards the inside. Cody Life also come out well for the outside. Little Steven will make it 3 across as they cut the quarter on the opening turn. That's a Stroke of Midnight. Tucked away down at the inside 4th. Whitingfield is next, running in 5th. Blaze of Color at the inside 6th. 2 in front of Downing Street. Wadowski is up 3 wide the opening turn with Guayo down at the inside. The back markers, Gemstone Warrior. The opening quarter was up in 23-3. They circle the opening turn and they straighten across the backstretch. Little
pretty quick fractions for that to Peter course, huh?
Here looks to push on past Promotion, who's dead at the inside and now second. Move across the
Very
backside.
quick for routing on the Tapeta.
Up there in the 3rd spot. It's 2 back to Stroke of Midnight, who runs up there in tight traffic from 4th. To his outside, that's Whitingfield, who's there 5th. Right now, 4 lengths off the lead. Past the half in 46-4. Blaze of Color, who's up in tight traffic there in the 6th spot. As Wadowski starts to get geared up there in 7th. He moves past Aguayo. It's 2 lengths further back.
The 6 may have moved a little early here. We'll see.
6-4, 3.
Of those fractions, I think the horse is going to be dead.
As they battle around the far
turn, maybe not. All right, put it down.
You're 6 and mine 2 here.
Alongside Wadowski continues to sustain that 4 wide bid now, but Stroke of Midnight battles on down at the inside. 3/4.
Yeah, the 2 came back along the rail here.
Is now Boom. These 3 clear.
Boom, Oldy.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have found that without the race sim.
Midnight, who had plenty left. Double deuces here.
22-1. Was showing that horse.
Will win it in hand.
Whoa, big one.
You don't see a lot of synthetic races where a horse wins by that much.
Yeah. No,
especially not at Gulfstream.
Correct. Okay, we're going to hop over to Woodbine.
And I believe our friend
Awesome Rainbow has gate 4. So Dark Screen is some distance down the track, and they'll go ahead with Awesome Rainbow, who ran a very good second in that Stakes Company last start.
Which I'm assuming is the pick
Shadow
5.
Realm to gate number 5 later. So they'll go ahead now with Golden Test. So still out are Dark Screen and Shadow Realm.
Ooh, good well pace if those
number
hits.
7 is My Boy Bruce, who walks forward.
1100 to the 4.
He's had 2 wins so far today.
1300 to the 7. And
number 8.
6700 to the
Danny
6.
McPherson runners going in for Fraser Abley.
Save the clock tower.
The blinkers on. Your Valentino. Nice careful Komodo. Sold to Verano outside gate.
Churchill.
And now at 5-2 favorite.
What race
Awesome
was it
Rainbow.
at
Go Jimmy goes 7-2. Late money coming in for My Boy Bruce. They're almost right. Dark Screen and Shadow Realm to come up.
Get the right screen up here.
And it is Dark Screen, the gray.
It'll be Delmar race 5.
Angled forward.
5, okay.
Moves up. The last along is Shadow Realm for Eswan Flores, and they'll be on their way. Out the saddle, however, is the rider.
As this race goes off, gentlemen, I'll be back with you in about a minute or 2.
And they'll be sent away.
That's good, Dave.
Stand by for a start. Starter looks across. And holding the field. Go Jimmy goes ready. They're off. And a pretty even start. And showing up in the center for the early leaders, Golden Test has come through very stylishly to go out in front. Leads by a length to Dark Screen. Awesome Rainbow, the favorites, dipped out 2.5 behind the entire field. Racing through on the inside, Helena, Shadow Realm the center. And over on the outside, and about 3 off the lead, is My Boy Bruce. On the rails, making good ground, Go Jimmy Go. Hemmed in slightly in the center there is Call Me Sue, and Your Valentino the outside. At the back of a fair, Sold to Verano and Awesome Rainbow. Dark Screen got the run up the inside to go to the lead on the outer Golden Test. They're out by 3 lengths to Helena. Shadow Realm digging in to go to 3rd. A length and a half away, My Boy Bruce, Go Jimmy Go. And off the track, Your Valentino, as Dark Screen has gone away with Golden Test to a big lead. And still trying to run home is Call Me Sue. Awesome Rainbow from second last goes up the rail. Last sold to Verona, but Juan Crawford trying to steal it here on Dark Screen has dashed away. And Dark Screen turns for home, 3 in front. Go, Jimmy, go. Skittled a bit coming down the center. Up the inside is Call Me Sue and trying to run for the back. My boy Bruce, but Dark Screen's 5 in front. Shadow Realm is there and trying to battle away in the center. Go, Jimmy, go. And Dark Screen has done all the hard work, is getting a little leg where he was coming down to win. Dark Screen by 3.5 lengths. Go, Jimmy, go second, narrowly from Shadow Realm, and Call Me Sue as 5th or 4th and back behind them.
So I just heard Big Scratch at Churchill.
Solid beginning. I Can Do It over the early lead. Lovely Charm as early. Zip up at the inside. Isabella's Glory is kept close to. And Feeling So Lucky down to the inside. Down the backstretch they roll down the opening furlong. And Lovely Charm is that leader. Tries to get away just a bit, length and a quarter from Isabella's Glory. I Can Do It third. Diamond Sue Between Horses fourth. Daily Planet Feeling So Lucky. Taking back a bit, about 5 lengths off that solo leader. And Buck and Lucky racing second to last position. And Cover the Spread is last on the inside. Cover the Spread is about 8 lengths off that pacemaker. Heading over the far turn, Lovely Charm a length and 3/4 in front. As Diamond Sue and Isabella's Glory are head-to-head for second. I Can Do It pressured along there from 4th position. Daily Planet on the outside. Daily Planet moving along into 4th, while 4 deep. Feeling So Lucky down to the inside, going comfortably enough with 3 furlongs left to go. He is Feeling So Lucky, getting a dream trip out of the inside as they make the turn for home. There's Lovely Charm, that leader, who takes them in. Tipping to the outside is Feeling So Lucky, has come off that rail. Diamond Sue battles along down to the inside. Isabella's Glory's out to the center of the track, but in the meantime, Lovely Charm is full of run today. It is Lovely Charm in front by 5 and pouring it on now, 6 in front from Isabella's Glory. Feeling So Lucky, punching along there to try to keep that place spot. On the inside is Diamond Sue, a 16th left to go. Lovely Charm, it was never in doubt, really. Lovely Charm, double-digit score. Second, Feeling So Lucky in the...
All right, Oldy, let me get you over to Churchill. They're going to go here in just a few.
Were we going to do the run the race sim at Del Mar?
We are. We're going to do it right after this Churchill race because we have a couple of minutes before Aqueduct. We got a brief break there. So,
all right. So the race sim says the 6 here. I know a lot of people are on this 2% horse, Tennessee Moon, the long shot, though. Sounds like you're...
The 4, which just scratched at Churchill, right?
Not next race.
Okay.
In the 8th?
Yes.
Okay.
Churchill getting out to the gate.
So, I mean, I think the 6 has a decent shot here, but I do think if the 7 and the 6 go as fast as they could, somebody like the 9 has a big look here. 40% and at 6-1. So I'm going to go with the 9.
Going with the 9.
And the horses have reached the starting gate. It's post time.
5-1.
5-1, not a bad price. Looks like Tennessee Moon may be a little difficult to catch. But other than that, I really don't have much of an opinion on this race. Jules and Joni is the favorite at 8-5. All right, so those playing, good luck to everybody.
Question from Brandon Jack. Is it me or does Laurel's speed hold later in the cards?
I think it depends on the quality of the horses. Late in the card.
Majestic Ops.
I think you're right, Oldy. These horses can get away a little easier, and it becomes tougher for them to close because
they're
of the
in the gates
and the quality.
Yep.
And they're off. An awkward start for Juvenile and Joni and Tennessee Moon. Good start for Proto Magic. Savannah Marie's up there too. On the far outside, Majestic Ops races up to join the early leaders. Mazoku with some zip as well. And so too Princess Tapiture as they head up the chute and they race for the main track. And up top, it's Tennessee Moon, who's up for a short lead as they cross over. Princess Tapiters pressing on the outside in second to break a 2. Mizoku's racing third. Jubilant Joni toward the inside. Fourth, Majestic Ops is out in fifth. Photo Magic down inside settles into sixth. And then on the inside, it's Savannah Marie trying to move up from seventh to break a 5 back to Vino's Angel, who's about 10 lengths off the lead as they head down the backstretch run. And they approach the halfway point. It's a short lead for Tennessee Moon. Tennessee Moon hits the far turns, tries to extend that lead, now opens up length into half. Mizoku moves up into second. Jubilant Joni is right there toward the inside. A Majestic Ops
You're in a
is
good
revving
spot,
up too.
Oldy.
Majestic Ops is coming on with a rally. Farther back in the field, Savannah Marie coming under a ride. Porto Magic is also there. And on the far outside is Literary. They come to the top of the stretch. Majestic Ops is up for a short lead. Mizoku tries to move with that one. Giving way is Tennessee Moon. They're off the turn. Majestic Ops is off the turn on a 2-length lead. Jubilant Joni trying to close down the center. Mizoku
Looks like the A is going to get me.
Final 16th coming up. Majestic Ops clear by 2. Jubilant Joni's lifting
It's
late.
going to be close.
Majestic Ops needs the wire. Here comes Jubilant Joni.
Well, that was.
Tough beat, yeah, the 14.
I needed a rescue, and I got a rescue. There.
Majestic Ops settles first.
All right, Oldy. Flip over to a good one for Matt Miller there. He
Go, Matt.
dashed another double. All right, Oldy, let's take a look at that Del Mar race.
All right, back to Del
Start
Mar.
of the pick 5, and I will keep you honest with we got till 4:10, so give this you got the fastest 2 minutes in sports. Give us 2 minutes on this, and then we'll flip over to Aqueduct and get into that maiden special weight that's coming up over there.
Well, you got a 58% horse with a pace square and a gold badge in the 2 Central Dispatch, but it is dropping in GSR and does not win the race. And the 6, who is your top GSR and your second pick, wins the race sim. This race is pretty wide open though.
Yeah, you've got 4 blues ahead there. Flip back to the race set real quick. You got 3 blues in the bottom. The 6 and 2 very close. The 2 with the red arrow. You can either throw the 4 out or single it. One of the 2, right?
Yeah, no, I'd throw the 4 out, but I'd also look. The 1's probably too far back at first call, so going 5 furlongs. So let's throw the 1 out, and let's throw the 4 out.
Okay.
So I really think it's between those 3, but I think the 3 and the 5 are probably not going to get enough pace to run into either. For sure, I'd throw the 3 out, and I'd probably settle no worse than that, but more likely this.
Okay. Big Clock Tower's looking for a single here, so hopefully that gives you a little bit of info on where to narrow down to 1 there. Typically, these inside posts are a bit better. There aren't a lot of horses in that race, so you don't really have anybody on the far outside.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the rest of the races to see if there's any other where else you could single.
Okay.
But as we're rushing here,
he had the other ones done. It was really figuring out where to single in that short field there. That was his strategy. So
okay.
All right, get over to Aqueduct. I will take a look here. I got to hustle the dog out of the room here because it's just about dinner time. And we've got 10 minutes. It's like 10 minutes to Aqueduct. So
About that, yeah. Talk about a wide open race. If you thought the previous race was wide open, this is even worse because you've got a bunch of first timers. You've got horses. These are maiden fillies, 2-year-olds, spate breds, and it's always a difficult race to come up with something. But Oldy, did you have any opinion here? This is a guessing game, in my opinion, but I'm going to guess a certain way. But I'll let you go first.
Yeah, so I was the 2 for 12 and 6 here, the top 4 win percentages, if you will.
Okay.
I thought the 6 had a little bit of a look for John Kimmel with
First time
Katie
playing
aboard.
well. Mm-hmm.
And I also thought the 12 for Graham Motion had some nice works.
Okay. Yeah, I could see all of those are pretty logical. The way that I'm approaching this, just to have a little fun with it, I think that this race can easily be won by one of the firsters. And the horses that I'm going to use here with not a lot of confidence, it's a maiden special weight race, New York State.
Right.
I'm going with it, from what I've heard through the grapevine, and take it or leave it for my grapevine having information or not, I'm not sure. You start hearing some chatter. And the horses that I'm interested in is the new hot sires for New York State breds. From what I've gleaned from hearing some trainer talk around based on some of my contacts. And that's Name Changer, the Uncle Mo horse. So same thing. I had there was another sire that I had a good word on, and they were running okay. So I'm going to use the 2 Name Changers, and that would be number 5 Storm Changer. And then the other name changer is the 8 for Duarte and Dylan Davis, Colts Next Stable. I mean, that they're taking a lot of money. So I'm going to use just 2 horses here. I'm using the 2 name changes, the 5 and the 8, hoping that we can get one of them across the finish line.
All right, well, let's look here. So the 2, it looks like it's going to, the race sim thinks it's going to get a bigger lead than the pace number even thinks. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to dump the 1, the 9, and the 11. That they're going to be too far back, going 6 furlongs on the dirt. All right. So let's continue to narrow down. I like Spool. You like Tiramisu's getting bat. Mm-hmm. Let's see. So
and the 5 Storm Changer. The interesting thing about Storm Changer is working out, and that's at Penn National.
Yeah.
Right. And the trainer is not known for sending out first-time winners. However, that owner has had a couple of, over the last 2 or 3 years, and again, he's been around for years, Peter. They've sent out some live first-time starters, some live horses. Mm-hmm. So with that low-profile trainer from Penn National, you're getting a decent price. I like it works October 9th and September 5th. This horse may be the real deal. We'll see. But so I'm going to use the 2 name changers.
So, I may have missed this, but what about the second-time starter, the 3, Pretty Magical by Good Magic?
Yeah, the Mark Henning horse, and Mark Henning can pop with long shots. The horse had a race over the track, right?
Yeah.
And it actually
Saratoga.
Yeah, and if you're looking at an 8-horse field at Saratoga, you can say it wasn't really bet at 18-1, but Mark Henning usually doesn't win first time out, so you wouldn't expect that horse to win first time out. But this is a good magic. It's a $100,000 purchase at the Keeneland sale in 2023. So this horse may have some ability. Probably. I may need more ground. 7 furlongs might be right up. 7 furlongs to a mile might be a better distance for this horse. But I agree. That's a horse I would keep pegged on and keep an eye on. Pretty Magical, because that horse, you may get that horse at a price if it doesn't even fare well today, stretching out.
The other horse that it shows running late on the race sim, if we're going to follow the long shot pattern that we saw last time, was the 6. So even though I'm interested in the 3, I think I'm just going to play a 2-6 exacta.
Yep. And John Kimmel can easily win with a first-time starter. It doesn't matter if it's better or not. Some of these flameaways can run pretty well first time out. Yeah. Had success before with them.
And Cindy has the 2-7-12 here.
Okay. Good luck, Cindy.
All right, Cindy, are you alive in the pick 5 or pick 4 here? All right, so while we're waiting and while we still have a couple minutes here, David, so there were two, you didn't watch the undercard. There were two extremely questionable decisions.
In boxing, I'm shocked. Go ahead.
On the undercard. The first one, really, I didn't actually have a problem with the Ramos fight being a split draw.
Mhm.
I did have a problem with the one scorecard, which was 116 to 111 for the guy who clearly did no better than Ty.
Really?
But,
Okay.
so there's no way he won 4 more rounds.
Yeah, boxing over the years, especially back in the day, there's been known for some questionable decision making. Yeah.
And the other one was the women's fight, where I'm trying to remember her name. I think it was Katie Taylor. The woman who was the champion, was outboxed, out connected, and had a point taken away for deliberate headbutts. And somehow all 3 judges came up with the same scorecard with her winning.
Welcome to Texas.
Really?
Yes.
Oldy. The yacht team won the Baffert Stakes.
Yeah, he beat the Bafferts, right?
When you have all Bafferts and one yak team.
Yeah.
It's the way it's supposed to work, right?
I guess. But there you go. All right. We are getting close to the gate here at Aqueduct.
Matt, hold on a second. 403. There's Matt live here. Second half and double to 2. 10, who's 5 to 1. 2 is even money, and he said 12, and 2 5 to 1. So 3 choices. The 8 is also 5 to 1. Good luck, Matt. It's a wide open race. And usually when you have a wide open race like this that you think's inscrutable and a head scratcher, or however you want to define it, you usually get the even money shot and win it easily. So they're all Dutch to play the same, right?
Yeah. And the long game thinks that Ollie should fight Jake Paul next. I think we all would pay good money.
I would see that. I'd watch all probably 15 to 20 seconds of that bout because I think it would be over in that time frame. But do you have, unless Oldy, I may be underestimating you. Are you have any boxing experience in your past?
Well, I was once known as Sugar Ray Oldy.
Okay, I apologize.
I got Chris good with that one. He was not expecting that.
No. Sugar Ray.
I gotta have the Tyson thong on.
Yeah.
Talk about boxing.
Actually.
Yep.
Yeah.
The one thing that was a big adjustment for me when you get to the NHC after in 2022, I have people, I'm walking down a hallway and go, hey, champ. And obviously I'm not turning around. It's like they're calling me champ. And I'm like, I thought Muhammad Ali was here. So to me, that I felt so humbled. I'm like, somebody's calling me champ. To me, the champ is Muhammad Ali.
Well, the good news in that fight, Oldie would have a new nose. So
yeah. Well, the rumor is that Jake Paul's going to dig up Muhammad Ali next.
Yeah.
Now, Hattie Carroll moves forward.
Here we go. Good luck, everybody.
I just like Jake Paul's $1 million shorts. I guess when you win, you get 40 mil for the purse. You can easily wear a couple pairs of $1 million shorts. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not fighting anybody with sorry.
And also, Tyson's son has to interview me wearing the same outfit as Tyson.
Wiz, the fight you want to see with me would be me and the wife, and she'd probably win.
That's probably very contentious and entertaining. Do you rope off the living room?
It would be a quick fight because I can't run faster than her.
Goes in.
All right, good luck, everybody. The finale at Aqueduct.
And good speed from Blue Eyed Scout right to the front, and Blue Eyed Scout tend to get to the front and got to lead easily. Eddie Carroll is in that early mix with our third pal. Moving up on the outside. Up on the far outside is Spool to join them. 4 across the racetrack and trying to stick in there as well as Magnon Beebe to make it 5, but now gets shuffled back. At the rail, here's forward progress for Pretty Magical, is now taking that 4th position. Up on the far outside, it's Miss Tiramisu. Ground saving journey, Truly Magic has moved on through. Further back comes Lady Lucia. At the back, that's Storm Changer with the trailer. Jay Nador. The leader is Blue Eyed Scout, who's the neck in front. Pressure to the outside from Hattie Carroll, and Spool is making a move 3 wide. 4 wide is going to be Miss Tiramisu. 23.31 was the opening quarter mile. They approach a quarter mile left to go. 47.4 for a half mile time, and Blue Eyed Scout is now sprinting away. Look at Blue Eyed Scout now open back up, is back up by about 2.5, 3. But here comes the run from Miss Tiramisu down towards the inside. Storm.
Here's your other name changer.
16th, and it's still Blue Eyed Scout. But look at Storm Changer absolutely rolling at the rail. Rail skimming ride. Storm Changer up for the win. Blue Eyed Scout finished second, then came Mr.
Good call, David.
Or outside Truly Magic. Storm Changer. Jose Gomez. They win the finale.
Hold on, David. You're on mute. Let me
Yeah, I thought the 8 was the horse. Oops.
Yeah, good pick, Dave. That horse just flew home.
Can you hear me?
I thought.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, I thought my mic was muted.
Yeah, it was. I had to make sure you had your audio on. You were.
Thank you, Matt.
Over the audio of
11-1. I was hoping for the 5-8 exacta. That would have been sweet for me, but just couldn't get up for that second spot.
Okay, we are going to move over to Gulfstream Park, race number 9.
Yeah, so interesting race here. So get that up. So you have your top pace in the 3, who's also the long shot, and also your top SOR. Here, I mean, this horse has been stopping, but against better. For Brady, gets Edwin aboard. There's a lot of horses here, including the 5 Hurricane Nelson for Christophe Clement, who have never won any other way than on the lead. So to me, that leaves me with maybe the 2, but I mean that it would be the 2 and the 3 for me here, bookends. Because the Trombetta horse hasn't shown he could rate. Maybe the 7 Dropkick Murphy off the claim for Bobby and his Debona here.
Bobby and his Debona.
And you're getting 8-1 there. You do have to watch how you say that.
Yes.
But maybe so. Just looking at Dropkick Murphy has at least shown he can rate. Last time out, it was against weaker, but you're not asking for much here because there's really not much here. So maybe a 3-7-2 exacta or trifecta here.
Quarter finish. First the 5 Storm Changer. Second the 2 Blue Eyed
3-7-2. Let me just mute that. Hold on a second.
5-2-8-10.
All right, we got our cluster here: Gulfstream, Woodbine, and Laurel.
Storm and Sister.
We'll see who goes off first.
Winning owner, Peter.
Set up. Bobby and his Debona.
Good to see Jose Gomez pick up a winner. Who's got to make his hay at the Aqueduct? I was going to say inner track meet, but the Aqueduct winter meet on the Little Jocks go to South Florida.
Yeah, I mean, a year ago, he was, or maybe it was 2 years ago.
He won the Eclipse Awards when I was there. Yep, 2022.
Okay,
But
looks like we're going to get Gulfstream first.
Apprentice.
I will tell you the 3 also wins the race, Sim, if you're looking for a price at 12 to 1.
Okay, boys, nothing but a hunch play in this race. I don't have an opinion. I'm going with the 6 David Songs. Okay. All right, Matt, stay well, my friend. Good luck to you.
Yep.
And we'll catch you again.
See you at 9:15.
Hurricane Nelson moves in, just 3 left at the outside.
No, 18 to 1 on the 3.
You got a 17 to 1, 18 to 1. All right.
David Songs.
Long shots have been coming out there here and there.
And wins the race, Sim.
Yeah. That'll work. All right. Good luck, everybody.
Here we go.
They're at the post. And they are off. It's a nice level beginning as Esperanza.
This goes your 3.
Drop kick. Murphy is on the seat early with speed figures to his outside in third. So those 3 will vie for early supremacy as they battle across the backstretch. It's Esperanza who emerges with that early lead. Speed figures on the outside second. Dropkick Murphy is third. It's 2 back to Hurricane Nelson. The favorite has 5.5 to make up right now with Asher's Edge right against 6th as they move towards the far turn. It's a break of 4 lengths back. Down at the inside to David Songs. At the back marker right now, double digits off the lead is Awesome Crusader. The quarter was 21 and 2. It's Esperanza.
That's fast. 21 and 2.
Speed
very
fast.
fast.
Used to pick up the chase there. Second, drop kick Murphy. Trying to mount a rally from third as Asher's Edge moves up fourth. Hurricane Nelson not today. Top of the stretch. It's still Esperanza the target. Speed figures battles out of between horses. Drop kick Murphy on the outside. 4 outsiders. Asher's Edge and Hurricane Nelson is storming down at the inside late, but it could be too late here.
But he's not going to get there.
Esperanza at 13 to 1 to
Boom.
Oh,
Boom. Good call, Oldie. Wire to wire with that 13 to 1 shot.
Race him on fire at
Gulfstream. 103 and 1.
Absolutely. All right. Gonna get quickly over to looks like we're gonna get order here. So over to Gulfstream.
To come forward is
Woodbine, and this is the race before the
Michael
late
Della.
pick 5. This is the
Vazi and Patrick
jackpot
Husbands.
pick
Gate number
6.
2. Stablemate is More Money Honey. Goes forward now for Fraser Abley and Nantucket Stay.
We're gonna stick around to the last race at
Getting out
Gulfstream.
to
That will be our last
15
race
to 1 quote.
for the early half of our daily double today.
Okay.
Along is Bolt Enery.
And then it'll be Saturday Night Live at 9:15 p.m. Eastern Time, focusing
Shaman's
on
Girl.
Star Park. Again, Chip Breyer will be on with us, going
The
over those.
outside is Enduring, who
Please
is the favorite at the moment with My Girl Della. They are each at 5 to 2. They're ready to run.
They're ready to rock.
2 has a little bit of
Off and
luck.
racing to a very good start and going through in the centre for the leaders. Nantucket Stay away sharply as good as gone. They share it with over on the inside, pushing up More Money Honey and up the rails My Girl Della.
Oh, Serrano would
New
kill
leader,
me.
My Girl Della. And on the outside is
Number 1, I
Honey,
won't
Honey.
get a girl,
They
so
show the way out the stretch by about a
female,
length and a
so
half to
that-
Vazi tucking up on
it
the
would
inside
just
of
be
Good
me
as
trying to
Gone.
duck
Nantucket
punches.
Stay and out wider Enduring. Storms of Life over on the inside behind them from Bolt Enery, and out wider is Shaman's Girl. Only about 4 lengths covers the entire field as they head into the backstretch. And My Girl Della pressed by More Money Honey. Going up 3 wide with the mouth wide open is Enduring. Nantucket Stay the centre. Vazi on the inside. Out wider Shaman's Girl taking closer order, followed by Bolt Enery, Good as Gone, and Storms of Life. They're all under a tight rein here. And My Girl Della on the inside, controlling the pace in front by a neck. More Money Honey second. Enduring's been fighting the rider the whole way. Vazi on the inside. Nantucket Stay pushing up in the centre. Tracking them is Bolt Enery, the widest Shaman's Girl. On the inside, Storms of Life and Good as Gone. There's nothing between any of them as they head off the 3.5 turn. My Girl Della has really been controlling this race and leads from More Money Honey as they sprint. A length to Enduring's there if good enough. On the inside, Vazi, then Nantucket Stay, Bolt Enery, Shaman's Girl, Storms of Life and Good as Gone. My Girl Della still doing it all right. Enduring is 3 wide on the inside. Vazi waiting in the wings. More Money Honey kicks on and Bolt Enery down the outside as they corner. My Girl Della Enduring taken on by Bolt Enery, coming home and now had a bump, and out wide a Good As Gone as they come down the stretch. Out wide Bolt Enery Enduring the centre, coming after My Girl Della, but My Girl Della and Enduring neck and neck. My Girl Della and Enduring stride to stride. Enduring and Good As Gone is flying at the wire. Enduring narrowly in a photo with Good As Gone, and on the inside My Girl Della and a three-way.
That's it.
I think it was 9-5-1.
I think the 5 got second clearly.
Out to Laurel.
Yeah, they're off. Locked in,
6,
very
didn't
slow
realize
to
there was a
go.
race going on.
Northern Cardinal, Mr. Pesci, this first-time starter, has good gate speed. It opens up a quick 2-length advantage. Pine Alley now vying for second there with Northern Cardinal between horses, and the gray box of Rockets on the outside racing in fourth. Back to Bayesian Boy, who's in fifth. Stormy Hollow is in sixth in mid-flight. ABC followed by 100 Proof and Band Tour racing third to last. Locked in, tailing off the last position is It 5. Round the far turn, Mr. Pesci is pouring on that speed, opens up now. Mr. Pesci, box of Rockets now clearly taking the second spot from Northern Cardinals, battling along there too. Another 5 lengths back in the field. Outside is Bayesian Boy. The inside is Pine Alley trying to reach 2 under a ride, some 9 or 10 to make up. And next is Stormy Hollow, ABC on the outside into the stretch now. Mr. Pesci. Mr. Pesci popped the latches on top, looking to go nonstop, looking good too. By 7 with a
There's the angle. Later races at Laurel.
In second, it's wide open for the scramble there. ABC on the far outside. This is Pine Alley trying to grab
So
second.
I wonder why there was
Pesci's
98%
long
and not
gone.
100%
Mr. Pesci to win. Double digits at
when the horse
end
was up by
from
about 10
ABC.
lengths in the stretch.
Yeah, right. Well, I guess there's a 2% chance that the horse could break down coming down to the wire, or a jockey could fall off, right?
But
think it was
I don't
less
think that should be in the calculation.
Yeah, exactly.
Out to Churchill, Oldy.
All right, Churchill and
Loading
now.
on the turf.
All right, well, then I probably won't get you much before then. Phil Badeau, I think it is.
Waiting
Here.
on Spankster. And
The 13's a little interesting, but
You got to watch how you say that one too.
Yeah.
but I think that it's somebody that's going to come out from off the pace here.
How about
Thanks,
the 11?
They don't make it easy on me. Trust me.
Yeah, the 11
10 okay. No.
would be nice. The 10.
they're in the gate.
And they're in the gate. And they're up.
And they're off. It's Bankster with a good start, and so too Atris.
You got to be careful with that one,
lead
too.
on the far outside. Philo Badeau is racing up there too, so those two are quickest off the mark. Spycraft is in that early freight. Final Verdict is racing fourth. All jokes aside, is back into fifth. Midday Image running in sixth. Down inside, Balsa's in seventh. Smoke is eighth by 2. Food Zip in ninth. Spankster's all the way back in 10th after a good start. The Hilarious Affair is the trailer. So they hit the far turn. Philo Badeau, the leader by just under a length. Atris is holding his spot down inside and pushes up on through to engage. Spycraft keeps pace with them 3 wide, and behind is All Jokes Aside, who angles to the far outside as they roll off the turn. And here's Spycraft, who's up for the lead, heading for the 8th pole. Spycraft getting away now by 2. All Jokes Aside.
Somebody's going to be flying out that pace, though.
And Final Verdict is there. Midday Image on the far outside.
Yep,
Spycraft needs the wire. Here comes Voodoo Zip. Voodoo Zip up for the lead at 33-1.
Wow.
Hello.
I thought it would be somebody off the pace. I just didn't have that 8.
That's a
Case.
tough horse to come up with. Juan Cano gets the job done. Yeah, I thought it was home with that 11. And then like, oh, if those fractions, this horse, they're going to be leg weary.
Yeah.
And that was the case.
All right, Oldie, I'll turn it over to you or some Delmar race 3.
Race
All
3.
right, Delmar.
We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 races left with everybody until we come back at 9:15 p.m. Eastern time for the 5 quarter horse stakes at Lone Star Park. Scotty will be leading the show. Justin, Oldie, and I will be on. Jim Breyer's going to jump on right after we start and go over those 5 quarter horse stakes There's one that's, I think, 900,000 or $1 million or something tonight. Big fields. Should be a lot of fun. We're going to do a deep dive and just focus on Lone Star. And if we get enough people to hang out with us, maybe we'll do some Remington after that. You never know.
Cool. All right. So Del Mar, maiden special weight on the turf. Orange Thunder, top GSR. You have a morning line favorite that's kind of right at it. It's kind of flat in the 4. Rentus.
Is there a Glatt horse in here?
Is there a platypus horse here?
Glatt. Mark Glatt.
Glatt. Oh, a Glatt horse.
Glatt.
But there's no Glatt here.
He has been on fire at the Del Mar Fall Meet. So just a heads up.
Okay, thanks for that. Thanks for the tip. And somebody I do like in this race a bit, I think. Hold on a second.
Yeah, I don't really like anybody in this race. So I'm glad you like something.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a shot with the Doug O'Neill's horse, the 7 Less is More. I think this horse showed speed last time out, and I think stretching out this horse. Let me just look at the pace metric again. See, simulator pace. They have him with the second pace factor, but I think from that outside post, he's gonna if the one does go, he's gonna stalk, and I think he's got a shot to wire this field. So I'm going to go with the 7 here. A moderate play, not an entertainment play. I did check this out earlier, and I was interested in it. So I just put a rather modest or moderate win bet on the 7. Less is More. Good luck, everybody.
Good luck.
Loading now.
Old Dream.
Larry and his Colmus.
Cohart has moved in. Renatus is in the gate. Here's Hey Jesse. Less is More. And Orange Thunder, the last one.
Then I got a story about Less is More after this race.
Orange Thunder coming up.
Perfect.
Goes in. They're all in line.
We've got time before the next Gulfstream.
Off. Orange Thunder started well, so did Less is More from the outside. Cohart is out running with some speed too, and then Renatus in between horses, followed by Omen Joy, and Hey Jesse down on the inside, moving up a couple of spots. Then Tropical Rain Day, followed by Mrazek's Old Dream, and now after a good start, Orange Thunder's been taken back all the way to the rear of the field, while 3 wide into that first turn. Up front, it's Less is More and Juan Hernandez, who will lead the way. They're on top by a length and 3/4 as they head to the backstretch, with Renatus up running in second to a 23:09 opening quarter mile. Omen Joy is third on the outside. Then Hey Jesse, fourth along the rail, 2.5 lengths off the lead up the backstretch, followed by Cohart and Orange Thunder to the outside. At the back of the pack, Tropical Rain Day and Mrazek's Old Dream. So the field continues up the backstretch. Less is More, the pacemaker, ran a 48.29 half mile and leads it by a length and a half to Renatus in second. Omen Joy is third. Hey Jesse is fourth and coming through on the inside. Cohart in behind them, and then Orange Thunder. Under a ride is Tropical Rain Day, second last. Mrazek's Old Dream is trailing and 7 lengths off of Less is More, who's been there all the way so far and will come to the top of the stretch with a 2-length lead. Hey Jesse on the attack now on the outside in second. These two well clear of the others. Hey Jesse starting to lug in, trying to come and get Less is More. Less is More and Hey Jesse.
Hold on.
All together. Less is More inside. Hey Jesse. Hey Jesse. Less is More.
Gave me a good run. That's a tough beat.
Jesse.
Yeah.
But
Tough beat.
Yeah.
He did get the lead, and he did last a long time. So here we go.
Yeah.
Could have had the exact.
All right, David. We've got 14 minutes before we get out to Gulfstream. We've got 4 races left. So I'm going to tease you here into the Less is More story because we've got.
Sure. It's a quick one.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm going to challenge you guys with something. We got 4 races.
Sure.
Gulfstream 10, Woodbine 8, Del Mar 4, and Gulfstream 11. come up with a $2 parlay with those last 4 races.
Oh, good luck with that.
No, thanks.
Oh, you guys can do it. Come on, pick a few horses and then go from there. You don't need to go single, but go back, David, and give us the less than more story.
I actually was in training, I guess maybe this is 12, 15 years ago. And with a guy, we were all hired at the same time as appraisers, countrywide, and his training was down in Florida. And his name, the guy that I was next to the entire 3 days, was Les Moore.
Awesome.
And I thought he was joking because I asked him, I said, "What's your name?" I said, "Hi, I'm David." And he says, "I'm Les." I said, "What's your last name?" I said, "I thought there was another Les here." He goes, "Les Moore." And then I looked at him and I was looking to see if he cracked a smile. And I'm like, I guess his name is Les Moore. That's a very, very odd name, Les Moore, oxymoron. I have to tell you, if my last name was Moore and my first name was Les, I think when I got to an adult age, I probably would change it.
I've got a funny story with that too. I went to high school with a guy, and his name, I won't say his first name because I don't want to identify him, but his last name is Badcock.
Yeah.
And
I work with a guy from England whose last name is Hadcock.
Yeah, well, so his name was Badcock, and
English.
And we went through high school, and he took a lot with that. When he turned 18, he went to the courthouse and filled out the forms, and he changed his last name to Goodwood. I'm not kidding you. You can't make this up. But
you can't make this stuff up. Man.
He had 5 kids, and there'll be a long lineage of Goodwoods out there.
That is hilarious, man.
Yeah, you can't make this stuff up. It was hilarious, but poor guy. He played football. He had that on his jersey. They would give him chants when you play the other teams. It was just funny, but he's a good one now.
And I also had, and I'm going to use. I'll use the name Richard. I was actually calling to make an appointment once when I was a field appraiser, and the guy's name was Richard Hertz. So when I called up on the phone, I got a secretary. He just gave me his office number. Said, "Is Richard Hertz in?" And she says, "Oh, hold on a second." She says, "I think Dick is still in the office. Hold on a second." And he gets on the phone. And he goes, "Hello, Dick Hertz." And I'm telling you, I did everything I could do to stop laughing. And again, I'm representing a lending institution. I can't be laughing at the guy's name. I was almost going to say, "You guys serious?" Richard Hertz.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you just say, "My name is Richard Hertz"? Okay.
Well, I would go with Rich.
Richard, right.
Yeah.
Rich.
I work with another gentleman named Mike Cox. And as well, we had a customer for a while out in Texas named Richard Fix.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
This is what you get, folks, when we have breaks.
A Saturday afternoon with no stakes races. That's what you get here.
This is what you get at 4:37 p.m. Eastern time. So, Oldy, you got 9 minutes with this 7 furlong races. We'll kind of get back to racing here, and maybe we can find some funny names. There always are funny names that track announcers hate that the jockey clubs allow. So I don't think there are much here, but go over to that and
yeah,
be back with you.
It looks like 4, 5, 6. I mean, there's not much.
Right, Gulfstream here.
To go over here at Gulfstream, unfortunately, other than you're getting a nice price on the 5.
Yeah, I think I would go with the 5 to go wire to wire. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
7 furlongs are like a wire job here.
Yeah, I mean, the 6 has a shot coming down in class and moving to the Barbosa barn with Paco aboard. And, the 4 has shown ability at 7 furlongs, but really beyond that, I don't think there's much here
Right.
in this
Yeah.
race. I mean, you look, maybe this 9 here has a long shot look. I mean, I prefer it at 8 furlongs, but does have a win over 58s against non-winner of a 1 allowance optional company, which is what we're looking at here. So maybe the 9's the long shot in there at 9-1.
Could be. Could be live.
And does get the blue arrow at the end where everybody else is fading. But, and then into the last, maybe a double to the 4 is the play for me there. Going 5.5, I just don't know whether this 10 moving to synthetic is going to be able to get there. It could be a hot enough pace, though.
And I'd be on David's Rose. So there's one. 5, 3. I'm going to go singling the parlay challenge. 5 with the 3. Okay. How many more
5,
races?
3, okay.
5, then 3. And then 2 more.
And then the other were at Woodbine.
Ooh.
And these were some tough Woodbine races.
Yeah. Woodbine 8th. Let's see if there's any victims that I'm used to playing here. There'll be a challenge at Woodbine. Optional claimer 32, fillies and mares. Just look at the trainers. Yeah, that's an interesting race. Very wide open.
And it could just be about the 3 and the 2 who gets the lead there, too.
Right. Because after that, besides those 2, the pace metric drops way off.
Yep.
So this could be a 2-speed number. And it makes sense that the 2 is the favorite Marcassi horse. And
Swinging Mandy.
Closing. Yeah, I could. I tell you what, because of the price, I'll go with the 3.
It could be a 3-3 or a 3-4 exacta, or not exacta, 3-3 straight double here. Though there is a big GSR drop on this 3, but it's run pretty well on synthetic at 6. May just not want 7, maybe.
Right. Could be.
Let's see, 4. Let's see what else we have here. What about this 5? And the 5 might have a shot too. The 8, the long shot, just beat a group of 66s at 7.5 on the turf.
Mm-hmm.
It's those are 2 tough races.
Very tough races. Yeah, I have to tell you. Talk about a challenge parlay. Jesus.
Yeah.
I've bet this horse before the 9th race at Woodbine, so I'm just going to go based on a little loyalty factor. So I'm going to use the 5, single the 5, secret reserve.
5 secret reserve. Okay.
Right. So what was that? 5, 3, 3, 5. That makes sense. Make it easy. 5, 3, 3, 5.
5, 3, 3, 5.
Probably be out after the first race, but we'll see how it goes. 5, 3, 3, 5 for me.
5, 3, 3, 5.
And just some advice for the listeners out there, the subscriber. Don't use your mortgage money on that parlay that I just gave out. Have very little confidence in it. I might do a $1 parlay. So it shows you how much confidence I have.
Yeah.
Oh, Oldy,
Yeah.
got a quick question for you. Are you planning to play in the Thanksgiving Woodbine weekend contest or no?
Woodbine or Hawthorne?
Did I say Woodbine? Hawthorne, I mean. Hawthorne.
I'm a town, so I won a feeder on Friday to play on Sunday for a seat. So we'll see.
Oh, nice. Nice.
I haven't made up my mind beyond that if I don't get in, but
Nice.
I'm gonna take my shot. I don't know how happy the wife will be about me because it's a 3-day contest.
Yeah.
That might be it's one thing if I win my way in, but if I pay my way in, I don't think I'll get the 3 days.
Right, because that's perfect for local resident. If you're in the area. I mean, if it was somewhere in New York on Thanksgiving, I may be able to get away with it. But I always wanted to try. But chances of me ever being able to travel on a Thanksgiving weekend to Hawthorne is probably pretty remote. I'm probably much better with that invitational in June, which I'm probably going to try to make next year. I know it's a long way off, but we'll see how it goes.
No, and I know that having talked to their marketing manager, I know they really would like to have you there.
Yeah, I'm going to make every effort to get there. And obviously, like I said, it is a long way off. A lot of things, plans can change between now and then, but I'm taking one step at a time. So my next tournament venture is probably going to be December 7th at Monmouth. And then the next one after that will probably be Pegasus Day, the Pegasus Challenge.
Dave, you're going to be live down there at Pegasus Challenge?
That is my plan. I was there last year, and I plan to go back this year. I mean, it's a 35-minute drive for me once I get down there. So the one thing that irks me is the cost for the typical horse player fan to get in.
Maybe we can work something out there. Do some recon. Gulfstream Park, fan of the show. Let's show the races. Maybe we could do the show. You and me there live on site, and bring in Justin and Oldy remotely, and kind of do something there. But we'll. Something to look into for sure.
Yeah, that would be fantastic. The only issue I could see there, Chris, is that because it is a small track, and that on last Pegasus Day it was rather packed in. It seemed to be more crowded this Pegasus year than the previous one for some reason. But it's like setting up a spot. But there are the rooms upstairs that they could probably put us in. But actually, the tournament room would be perfect.
That's where we did it. That's where we did it at Keeneland, and
Sport of Kings, because that's a gigantic room, and it wasn't full because so many people play that online.
Yeah.
So that could be a good spot. You got a big stage up there. They put us up on the stage. There you go.
You might be able to grab Alfredo for a few minutes too.
Yeah.
When he's taking a break
All
from his broadcast.
Right. Keep that penciled in on the calendar. But I do plan to do that.
Dan asking about the parlay challenge here. The parlay challenge here is Gulfstream Race 10, Woodbine Race 8, Del Mar Race 4, Gulfstream Park Race 11. You don't have to single, just pick some horses and roll that into the next race and go from there.
5-3-3-5 for me. Is that what 5-3-3-5?
That sounds right.
Yeah, something like that. Well, we'll know what the 5. It's a parlay, so if the 5, we can wait until see after 5 wins. Then I can. I know it's a 3. Do it one step at a time.
Yeah, just start with $2. I mean, this isn't hard.
4, 5, 6, 9 to the 4 to the 3.
You don't have to pick your next races. In the next race at Woodbine,
we already went over this, so, and then I'm to the 3 in the last. So it's 4 by 1 by 1 by 1.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah, and I'm 1 by 1 by 1 by 1. There you go. All right, and I did use just for a little fun here. I am way down the board in that horse tourneys qualifier. I have the 10 here because I figured it was challenging. I need to take 2 long shots late in the card, so let's take a little love for the 10 here. Give me a little maybe entertainment going into the last race.
Belts and Brooks is in. Also, Avant Glory.
I think Avant Glory is going to be tough to catch here at 7.
Black Fury. They're at the post. And they're off.
5.
Was left at the start.
Forget, there goes the parlay.
At the inside early with Frank
Still stuck in the gate.
Makazan is 3 wide there as they run out of the chute and onto the main track. Secret Chant running just off the top trio there in 4th. Black Fury's there in the 5th spot. It's down at the inside. Raging Fury is next in line.
So do you get a non-starter there, David?
Drops back a bit, and after the
I hope. Well, I don't have any. Yeah. That doesn't count for the parlay, though.
No.
22 and 3, and it's Makazad who tries to tackle Room Seda Spree. 3 wide and threatening a Secret Chat as they move on to the far turn. And Secret Chat is joined there to his outside by Raging Fury. Black Fury is there at the outside as well. So with new leaders, they move on to the far turn. It's Raging Fury was taking over the lead. Secret Chat try to stay on second as Black Fury is urged on third. Room Seda Spree starts to drop back in the 4th spot as Belts and Brooks moves up to the outside 5th. It's 3 further back to Avant Glory. Franks maybe is clocked out, as has Makazan. The half mile was up in 45 and 4, top of the stretch. They're to the final 8th of a mile down. And that's Raging Fury there at the inside of the short lead.
Here comes Secret Chat.
Try to
there you go.
The Black Fury's up at the outside. Secret Chat is surged past late. Secret Chat, no secret today. The 8-5 favorite will.
All right.
All right, well,
place. Raging Fury
there you go.
That spot from a flying
6
in Brooks. Black Fury finished in 4th.
4
and 2.
So the top 2 prices, and then my 9, David, finished in 3rd at 29 to 1.
Nice. The 9 was right there. I got a little thrill with my 10 for the qualifier, but just kind of flattened out there. And the 5, like I said, maybe a gate scratch. Was he being held by the starter there?
Here we go. Woodbine.
Excuse me.
Out wide on the track, going for the lead, but out in front is Veery. A nice beginning near the inside, swinging Mandy and Bedazzle Me, showing up as Devil's Bit and Flying Black on their outside. Still trying to come across is Hey Hey Paula, followed by Bijou Baby and Go Giffen. And as they take the turn, Talk to You Later's up on their inside. The early trailer 2 away is Pemberley. Veery out in front and showing us good strides here to lead by a couple of lengths to in second. Swinging Mandy away from the inside. 1.5 lengths to Bedazzle Me, sharing third with Devil's Bit. 1 away, Hey Hey Paula, Talk to You Later, cuddled up on the inside from Go Giffen. Around the outer goes Bijou Baby, second last Pemberley, and back to the tail is Flying Black. About 6 or 7 covers the entire pack, and Veery out in front and leads by 2 lengths. Swinging Mandy second as they head to the 4.5. Bedazzle Me third from Devil's Bit. Hey Hey Paula, Talk to You Later's had a good run. Then Go Giffen, Bijou Baby, rim up the rail for Pemberley, and still last is Flying Black. They haven't really taken on this leader. Veery by 1.5 lengths, and stalking is Swinging Mandy. On the inside, Bedazzle Me from Devil's Bit. Talk to You Later. Hey Hey Paula, Go Giffen. Off the track, Bijou Baby. Run up the rails, Pemberley as they sprint. And last, Flying Black inside the 3/8, and Veery still the one to catch. Out by 1 length into second spot. Devil's Bits run past Swinging Mandy. 1.5 lengths away. Talk to You Later's in the clear, winding up well. Then Bedazzle Me, Hey Hey Paula, and Flying Black starting a circling run, turning and still in front. Veery, Devil's Bit second. Swinging Mandy on the inside, kicking in and down the outside. Talk to You Later, and Flying Black is late with Bijou Baby, but Veery's powered away from them. And Veery and Eswan Flores open up what looked to be a big break on them, 3 or 4 lengths. Talk to You Later to second, and then Bijou Baby and Veery.
All right, well,
an impressive display, gate to wire.
All right.
Okay, well, my second leg came in, but there's an inquiry about the 5 in the prior race.
Absolutely going to get declared a non-starter.
You think? Did you see it was being held?
Well, that's the thing, though. It's in the super high.
Yeah, exactly.
Inquiry sign is down.
Which shows you how good that horse actually was.
Yes, so I'm thinking I might have been alive with it.
Results were standing.
Two single parlay so far.
Well, David, if
No,
the five
not
gets if the five gets declared a non-starter, we'll give you the 6 for the
Did
parlay.
not. The inquiry sign appears to be down. Yeah, the starter wasn't holding it. It just didn't come out.
Yeah, I guess he's going to be a runner.
It's
Looks
just
like.
looking the other way.
Yeah.
He took a look over his shoulder.
For the
Yeah.
winner's presentation, this
I mean, we always get mad when the jockeys do that, and then here the horse just did it.
Victor Barboza Jr., the treader for the Gulfstream.
Well, the starter, I'm not going to fault the starter, but he could have pushed the horse's head forward. They do that a lot when they start turning it, but just kind of one of those things. So.
Yep.
And I will say the last race, the winner was very impressive. Thank you.
All right. Oldy, let me get you set up here. We're going to Del Mar.
It's official.
5 o'clock, race number 4.
Del Mar or Churchill?
We can bring Churchill in.
Churchill's 1 minute. And after Del Mar, gentlemen, I will be signing off. So
Okay. Oldy and I will handle the last race and go from there. Oldy, go ahead with Churchill. I think
Churchill looks like the 8 is your favorite for Kano, but I don't know that he's going to win 2 races in a row here. I like a salt shaker for Brittany Berg with Chris Amo aboard.
I think that's Brittany Van Berg, right?
It is Brittany Van Berg. Actually, technically, I think it's Brittany Emma, but
It says Brittany Vandenberg.
I know, but I'm just making a point. But I prefer like a salt shaker to Global Sensation. That they're pretty equal, but I don't like the last race from Global Sensation. And I do think, let's see, I do think this 13 Critical Threat has a big look. So here was my notes. 13, 8, 7, 5. Keen Cat on the pace meltdown.
Dan, you would have got the 6 as you would have got the 6 twice as a non-starter, or the favorite was, but because the horse wasn't declared, you do not.
All right.
And the horses have reached the starting gate. It's post time.
I'm going to give you a crazy horse here that I just played at Churchill. It's more of a trainer angle because I've seen this happen too often. And at 31-1, I want a little piece. And it's the David Jacobson horse, the rail horse, Got Thunder. I've seen too many Jacobson horses just reverse form so often. And this horse on some of his good days can run. Maybe thinking that Jacobson's trying to pull a wise guy move here. So I'm on the 1, a win place wager. Very entertainment based.
David, there used to be a place in Vegas called the Crazy Horse. And then there was a place called the Crazy Horse 2. For those of you familiar with that, you will know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I do know what you're talking about.
Waiting on.
I will tell you that I like the Jacobson horse better
like a
than the next at a huge price.
And Fortune 5.
Clearly, Oldie doesn't know of the place in Vegas called the Crazy Horse.
I just was going to leave that alone. I would just ask you to Google their Weed Street in Chicago because they also have a location here.
Okay.
I would just tell you deja vu.
I will say I understand the reference.
Fortune Fire with a good start, and Keen Cat is away well too. So they move up the chute and they head for the main track. And it's Fortune Fire who comes on to grab a short lead. Sensation is right there. Second, Prevent comes on to be third like a salt shaker. Reserved while fourth. Got Thunder moves up into fifth. Gunner Bay is on the move from 6. Critical Threat is 7. Keen Cat is back into 8th. Danzamo's in 9th. No Easy Days down inside 10th by 3. And then it's Anti-Gravity, and the early trailer is Stage Left. Down the backstretch run, Forge and Fire at a big price.
Fire.
The way past the half-mile pole, pushed along by Pure Panic. Pure Panic right up to the neck of Forge and Fire, the two of them knocking heads. Gunner Bay has come on to grab third. Critical Threat 4 wide fourth. Like a Salt Shakers in behind with Global Sensation. Keen Cat comes alive. Keen Cat circles up on the far outside to within 4 lengths of the lead as they come for the top of the stretch. Critical Threat, Gunner Bay, Pure Panic fighting on with Forge and Fire like a Salt Shaker and Keen Cat. Global Sensation in behind, racing for the mid-stretch marker, wide open still. Critical Threat short lead. Here comes like a Salt Shaker. Here
Look at
comes
this.
Keen Cat. Fighting on his Gunner Bay. Final 16th coming. And it's like a
Oldie horses. All the time. Oh, beat me. I thought I had to try and celebrate it too early.
Salt Shaker might have got the nose down over a Keen Cat. It is too tight to tell. Anti-Gravity.
That would have been 13-1 over 16-1.
Like a Salt Shaker. Yeah.
Oh,
Wow. Good call.
that's draining.
Yeah.
Scary.
Over there.
Have a look at the late pick 5. We'll have some time to get over to there. Let me just do a quick check. We're at with Del Mar.
That 13 holds on for another step and a half.
Yeah.
I do think it was the 7 like a Salt Shaker. So I'm alive to Laughing Boy, the other Jacobson, for a $5 double there.
Okay.
All right, we're going to get out to Del Mar as they get ready to go up here in race 4. We'll have some time in between this race and the last at Gulfstream to look at the late pick 5 at Del Mar.
Well, I like Big Cheeseola, the 3 here.
And Tequila Talkin' to the outside.
Since I'm a fan of the cars, I will go with 2, Okasik.
I love it, David. I'm a big fan of the cars myself. Saw them at Live Aid.
Good start. The Big Cheese
back in the day, yeah.
With Southern Slang showing speed to the outside. And Constant Conflict is away running at third outside of them. Then back to Red on Sunday. Tequila Talkin' extreme outside. Between those two,
no go for the Big Cheeseola.
Okasik is last of them all. Heading to the half-mile pole. In pursuit of Southern Slang, who's in front by a length and a half. Constant Conflict in pursuit from second. Tequila Talkin' is third to the outside. The Big Cheeseola shuffled back to fourth, 2.5 lengths off the lead. Then Red on Sunday and picking it up to the outside. Mischievous Dylan and Okasik. Southern Slang to catch as they come to the top of the stretch here. Southern Slang off the turn in front. Constant Conflict comes a bit wide in second. Tequila Talkin's on the far outside.
He's going to have a 20-1 shot here to win this one. Oh, he's not going to get it. He's going to hold on.
Southern Slang reaching for the wire. Tequila Talkin on the outside coming. Constant Conflict third. It is Southern Slang. Southern Slang may have held on. Tequila
Talkin finish either the 5 or the 8.
Constant Conflict.
That was close.
Yeah.
That was quite close. Who do you think got that?
By the way, what do you think this try at Churchill's going to pay? It was 13-1, over 16-1, over 24-1.
I'd go on a $2 price. So I'm going to say, you said 13, 16, 28?
24.
I'm going to say for $2, I'm going to say $1,800.
I think Oldy the inside port's got it, Del Mar. The 5.
Yeah. No, that's what I thought. I don't think that 8 ever got the head in front.
It did right after the wire. That was
you're probably right.
Well, I wasn't counting after.
That was the blame Zenyatta race all over again.
Watching one.
All right, 7, 5, 12. Let's see what we got here. $28 horse over 14 to place, 12 to show, 18. I'm going to say 1,800 for $2. So it'll be 900 for a buck.
No,
Whoa, that was way off. Whoa, hey-oh.
If you had that for $2, you'd be pretty happy right now.
Absolutely. 50 cents is 1,400 times 5. Hey-oh.
10-cent super paid for 10 cents, 5,600. And the only horse I would have had trouble with was 12 there.
5-8 at Del Mar.
And I will tell you, didn't I tell you the story about $1.31? We'll talk about scraps. I can play a 20-cent straight superfecta. And if I did do 7, 5, 12, 13, I would have had a profitable day.
All right.
Good luck with that one. So, all right, gentlemen, thank you so much. Enjoyed the show. Thanks everybody for listening in and the compliments and all the feedback and the participation. Have a great weekend, everybody, and we'll catch you again probably next week sometime.
Dave,
stay well, and may the horse be with all you guys. Take
May
care.
the horse be with you.
Oldy, I have a dog issue going on. I'm going to go on mute, deal with that while you can talk about the late pick 5 at Del Mar.
All right. Well, I have not looked at the late pick 5 at Del Mar, but we can look at it. We just looked at race 5 before, so let's switch to the right browser here, and we'll do that. All right. So Del Mar. Let's go with a budget of $60 here. And all right, let's get rid of the horses we were talking about getting rid of. All right, let's take a look here. So the trainer, it's Baltus. I'm shocked that Richard that he is 0% over the last year with second-time starters. All right, so we're gonna take the chance on leaving him out then, I guess. Let's see, who's the firster? Georgian is Papadromo. And then it wants to single the AE here, the 13, who's the long shot for Doug O'Neill. Looks like more of a dirt horse to me. But let's see what else is here. Maybe there's nothing here. %0 on the firster there. So let's throw the first choice away. Now Sadler with JJ, that's a horse I think you have to account for here. Another second-time starter for Baltus. We already know he's 0%. John Sheriff. Worked at Company of the Gate. American Village went best. Let's see if you have a Mandela horse out of Constitution, Madam Secretary, he's 25%. So I don't think this is the race I want to single in. I'm going to add those 2 horses and I'm going to force the system to reorganize. And see, it just took the race 6 from a spread leg to a single leg. So the Bondi horse, 9% with second-time starters. Went best there. Went best there. Does have the negative arrow there going from turf to dirt, though. So let's keep looking around, see if we can find a single here. How about the 10 Devil Among Us? Now in the Doug O'Neill barn, moving up in class. How about no? Tough sequence, guys. As I continue to try to find something here, let's look at the last as well. Let's bring it all in. The 8 Fireban, fire. Looks to be working well. Not a great GSR for the turf. Let's take a look by GSR here. Wow. It's a tough sequence. The 11 for Mullins. I mean, this horse is in money, and it's tough on the turf from that outside post going 2 turns too. So let's try blowing away the outside posts. Let's see what we come up with now. Still wants to single that too. We might have to take that chance because I'm just not seeing anything here. And I think you may need this 8 horse. Maybe it is this 8 horse coming over from synthetic. The Nap horse as well. Let's see. I think you need the 1 and the 8 here. 7's 5-2. I'm going to end up over budget here, but I think that's where I'm going to end up. So 2-6, over 2, over 1, 11, 13, over spread leg 1, 2, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then 6, 8, 9, 10 in the last for $84. Hopefully I didn't bore all of you with the handicapping there. But let's, we're still 6 minutes from the last at Gulfstream. And Armory Control, I believe is the 4, how you pronounce the 4's name. I know David liked David's Rose, who's dropping there. I liked Armory Control, the 4, who won by almost 6 lengths at this, or almost 5.5 lengths at this level. On the synthetic going 5, now going 5.5. GSR goes up 2 points. But definitely going to be a contest to get on the lead. I don't like David's Rose because David's Rose is 1 for 10 lifetime at the distance, even with the drop there. Maybe the 9 No Action has a look, as well as the 10 White Knuckle Flyer coming late, and possibly the long shot, but I don't like the barn switch there. Thank you, Al. All right, 5 minutes here. Let's maybe do a, oh, we got Chris back. Let's maybe do a try here. I'm gonna take the 3 off there, the 3 underneath. Definitely want the 10 who's running late underneath there. We're going to take the favorite out of the first 2 spots altogether. And you end up with 410, 410, 1, 3, 5, 6, 9.
Here for the last at Gulfstream Park.
Yep. We did a little, we went through and did a pick 5 at Del Mar. Gary was looking for one for $84, and we're looking at a trifecta at Gulfstream, 410, 410, 1, 3, 5, 6, 9.
Okay, $5. You can play that for more. It's $1, $10 for $1. $15 for $1.50 if you want to go multiple times and try and hit that. Or you could reverse that and put all the horses in third and first, and then the 10-4, 10-4. Many ways to go there.
Yeah. And I just, no, I don't know that I would put the 3 on. If you're trying to make money, though, I don't know. If I put the 3 on top and use that many horses in the first.
Sure.
If you're going to put the 3 on top, you should put the 3 on top
and signal, and then put the other ones underneath. Yeah, got it.
Yeah, got it. You understand my strategy of why the 3's in third there, but I also think being 1 for 10 lifetime at the distance, 9 to 5's a little rich, even with the drop there.
Sure. Thanks everybody for joining. Appreciate you all. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We do appreciate it. We appreciate you guys joining. We appreciate all the tracks that let us show their video. Shout out to all of them. We will be back in about 4 hours, Oldy, at 9:45 p.m. Eastern time, going over the Lone Star Park 5 stakes races. Again, we'll have Jim Breyer, track announcer, on giving his thoughts. Scotty will be on hosting and leading the program. And, get enough you guys to hang out. Maybe we'll stay on later for some Remington action that we can show as well. That remains to be seen, but we'll be focusing on Lone Star Park and those 5 stakes races. Should be a good time. Hope to see you all back there as we wind down here. A minute to post at Gulfstream. Going to put that up on the screen now, and Japan action too. Yeah, we're not going to be around for Japan. That much I can guarantee. So that is much later and into the wee hours in the morning on the East Coast. And definitely watch Oldy. I would be remiss to mention, as I flip over there real quick, because we'll be getting out there to a certain point in time at Woodbine. I believe it's race 11, which is going to go off at 6:20 p.m. Eastern time, and see whether or not Nobles, who Oldy likes to call no balls.
It's 100% no balls.
It's only one L, so it's Nobles. Noble is a word with an S. Whether or not Patches O'Houlihan, who, Oldy has been on it a lot of times, whether or not, that Larry Morelli horse with E.T. Baird up can get it done over Soapy and Patches. 6:20 p.m. that race goes off. So
does that horse have a heart carved into its hair there?
Who?
Into its
Yes, it
coat?
does. No, it's shaved.
Shaved.
Yeah, it's shaved.
I didn't mean carved like they used a knife.
Well, they some they brand some of them, and interesting thing with that you mentioned that, but they instead of branding horses with a hot iron, which is painful, they do it with a frozen iron, which is not painful and accomplishes the same result. All right. Getting close to the gate here. They're crossing over to get on the proper course. Your top pick here, Oldy, is who?
My top pick here is the 4.
The 4.
Horses are still gone to the Topeka course. They begin to make their way towards the starting gate. It is now post time, and this is your last chance.
It'll be interesting to see what Gabe Pruitt does to the booth at Gulfstream. He always does something fun for Pete to come back with. I think last year everything was, and I'll give a Twin Peaks reference here, wrapped in plastic. So here we go. We got 2-1 and 2-1. The 3 a slight favorite.
All right, let's see what happens here. But it looks like the 3 and the 2 and the 4 are evening out.
Yeah, pretty close. This could flip one way or the other of who actually is the favorite. 5-2 on your 4.
The horses have reached the starting gate. Love it makes sense.
Thanks again, everybody. We appreciate you all joining and sticking with us here. We'll be back in, like I said, about 4 hours.
David's Rose is next, along with War Control.
Losal, we will not be covering Losal tonight, Alan. Maybe another night. We're just going to really stick with one track and try to go through
in, just 2 left
all the horses in those big races there at Lone Star, large fields. Thanks, Wiz. Appreciate you joining. Good to see you last night. Al, always good to have you.
White Knuckle Flyer.
Here we go. Good luck, everybody.
They're at the post. And they're off in the finale. Level beginning there is Amori Control, who's out after the early lead. David Rose.
Or as it might actually be, Armory
Magic Moonstar. Looks to engage early, and the burr outside, that's No Actions. They're across the
Wow, 4 dropped down to even money, Oldy.
Amori Control's there at the inside. Magic
or
Moonstar
1-1.
alongside.
Got crushed at the end.
No Action still third. David Rose is tugged out at the inside 4th. Bulldog is there in between horses 5th. White Knuckle Flyer starts to sweep up 4 wide as Love It Makes Sense saves ground in front of Dove in Charge. The quarter was 21-4.
10's looking like it could be much the
Control,
best
the
here.
favorite, has been under pressure throughout. White Knuckle Flyer, the fresh red up on the outside, with Bulldog starting to sweep up 3 wide. David Rose trying to stay on as they turn for home here in the finale. Amori Control battles on with White Knuckle Flyer. David Rose down the center late 4 outside. That's Bullock. Amori Control trying to fend off White Knuckle Flyer. It's Amori Control or White Knuckle Flyer. They battle down to the finish. Amori Control.
I could have played that 4-10, 4-10, 4-10, 4-10, 4-10, 3.
Bullock rounds out the super high 5-5 and 5th.
You hit that try, right?
Yes, and I'm into the final leg of my parlay.
Nice. Awesome. All right, guys. We appreciate you all joining. Oldy and I and Scotty and Justin will be back in about 3 hours and 55 minutes for the Lone Star Park Stakes. Big night there, Texas Championship Series closing night. Hope to see you all there. Appreciate you all for joining. Oldy, final thoughts?
Yeah, kind of at times a tough day, but at times a good day today. So really appreciate everybody and the fact that you tune in, and hope to see you tonight for the Texas Classic Derby and the Lone Star. There's also grade 1 that I believe is called the Refrigerator Stakes.
There is the Refrigerator, awesome quarter horse back in the day.
Yeah.
And we will be there to cover those as well. So thanks everybody for joining. We'll see you in about 4 hours. Hit the like button and the subscribe button on your way out. See you soon.